guys are adventuring here in Toivoa. And specifically, you guys have been out doing a little job to disrupt a drug lab on Crab Island, north of Ryport. And you're doing this for a gentleman known as Gerard. And he has asked you to take care of the drug lab, which frankly, Bryn did in spectacular fashion last week with a bit of a wall of fire blowing up the entire drug assembly station. You guys then found a trap door and decided to investigate beneath the island and found yourselves in the dark in what looks like a records library. And Bryn has gone missing.
Yep.
You guys have sat down, or Saphira and Coin have sat down in some chairs to discuss the situation with a woman behind a desk.
Before we start, I might as well say, hold on. I ended up getting a new token commission for Coin, which I'll post
Awesome.
in the.
I saw that. I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, I'll post in the channel. I don't think my in-game tokens updated. If there's anything I need to do,
I have to send it to me so that I can do that.
Oh, okay.
The
I just wasn't
dark
sure. If it was
vision
automatic,
goggles
but,
are what kill me.
It looks so
I
cool.
think
yeah.
Your toes are the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. I think it's very accurate when you're looking down at Coin. It's just standing there.
Freaking love Sephi's art. It's so cool.
All right. I sent it to Eric. I don't know if it's a process to update, but
it is, but it's not a long process. I will go ahead and take care of it while we are going to get started. We'll probably have it ready by the time the discussion here is done.
All right. Yeah, my bad for not sending earlier. I just wasn't sure what the process.
All right. So, as you guys sit down in front of this woman, she holds her long white fingers steepled before her. Long black sleeves flow down to elbows that she rests on her desk as she leans forward and says, "So I understand you've cost me a lot of money."
Us?
Yes. I would assume that you are responsible for the explosion upstairs.
I think all those flammable chemicals are responsible.
She will give you a wry grin.
I think you choosing to run a drug trade on an offshore island is what got you into this situation.
It's much better to do it here than in a location that could harm children and families on shore. Wouldn't you
As
agree?
opposed to the children and families you're hurting by getting their parents doped up.
She smiles. We don't force anyone to participate.
No, you're right. The chemicals do that part.
So, I have something you want in the form of one of your little friends. Let's cut right to the chase. Why should I give him back to you, and why should we not kill you?
I think you're outmatched. I think that's why you're negotiating. Why would you stop to fight us? Stop fighting us if you think that you could win.
There's 5 of us and 3 of you.
Very well. If that's the way you wish to have it, we can
Okay.
come to fisticuffs. I was choosing to be a little more civil.
Well, what do you want from us?
Oh,
That's what
I'd
I'm
like you to
curious
simply
about.
go away. Forget this place. Leave your friend, and we'll consider him payment for the expense of replacing the products you've destroyed.
I'd hate to tell you, but if the room up there didn't tip you off, we're not really here on accident. So we're not really planning to leave on interest.
So you choose for my friend here to kill yours.
I choose, based on our numbers, maybe we work out a situation where you get out of this not in a body bag.
I mean, if it's a suicide pact you want, I'm not really sure that's beneficial to both either of us.
So, what do you have in mind, Sir Frog?
Coin will stop for a moment and think about it, look around, and he'll say, "Have you done anything to Bryn, or are you just knocked out in your back door, your back room right now?"
She smiles. I believe at the moment your little friend is unconscious and at the moment alive.
Coin's gonna stop and recall for a moment if it was conveyed to him at any point that part of our mission is like not letting anyone off the island, or if it was conveyed that everyone here has to go.
That was not conveyed to you either way.
All right. Coin will say to this person,
Uh-huh.
Our business here isn't putting everyone underground. It's putting this business underground. That's not to say if you were to find a way out the back door, it would be my business to stop you, so long as it doesn't come back to keeping this business operating.
We're more about shutting down this location, if that makes sense.
there we go.
It does make sense what you're trying to do. However, this is my livelihood, and I would like you to leave at least my records intact, if you don't mind.
Your records? What kind of record are we talking about? Are we talking about 5 pieces of paper or 7 bookshelves?
The paperwork down here. I'm sure you were only instructed to deal with this stuff upstairs, weren't you?
No,
I'd hate
we
to
were
say it.
instructed downstairs.
I'd hate to say it. If these records lead to you just starting the business up somewhere else, we might be having this conversation again.
Perhaps. But I'm willing to risk that. Are you?
Coin doesn't seem convinced, but he will turn his head to everyone for a moment. Just to
I don't
read
really
the
give a
room.
damn about whether this business is operational or not in the future. I just care about cashing in the damn contract.
Coin will look back.
How much
Uh,
are we getting paid again?
A lot! They don't need to know that!
They do if they want to bribe us. Uh,
And it depends on what she's offering. How much does she think Bryn is worth?
My records are worth a significant amount of coin. I am willing to provide you with a financial incentive to leave.
With Bryn?
We're not
If that's
going without
fair.
the extra work hand that you've taken from me.
Extra work hand. She smiles. And so you're in charge. It's nice to know that the people in charge do come forward and actually take control of the situation. So, how
I've
much
given everyone
coin-
a chance to, and
How much
yeah.
gold would it take for you to leave?
I've already taken a pretty decent offer with another person. Unless you want to negotiate a separate deal to get out with all your fingers, I can't really be convinced to drop what I'm already here for.
Can I just like lean into Coin's ear and just remind him differentially that we were told to clear out the basement of this area? So if they're going to leave, they're going to have to, or if they're going to keep their archives, they have to leave with them, not stay here.
Coin will turn his head to listen to that, and he'll turn back to the person in front, and he'll say,
And I'd hate to tell you, part of the reason we're here involves what's going on down here. So whatever you're planning, it can't stay here.
That's a shame. Gentlemen, I believe it's time. We are at an impasse, and it is time that we take action. And she gestures one finger to each of the two gentlemen behind her. And so for that, we will go ahead and do this lovely thing where we roll for initiative.
If only
would
Bryn
you
could
like-
set all the archives on fire.
Would you like me to roll for initiative as well, or should we
Yes,
wait
please.
until certain other events transpire before my
I would
character rolls?
like you to be in the initiative at least, because I don't figure this is going to last very long.
Fair enough.
Rude. Wait a minute. Who are you being rude
Rude?
to?
Question mark?
I'm a 14. I didn't click my thing.
Trying to roll initiative. Okay, there we go.
I've never rolled
no.
initiative
Oh no.
while. I've never rolled initiative while unconscious before. I think that's a first for me.
Oh shoot, I forgot to click my token for initiative. I got a 22.
Oh yeah, I need to do that as well. I got a 10.
Wait, I think my tiebreaker is higher than Toddy's, because I have a 17 in Dex.
All right, there you
So
guys
is
go.
that-
I'm going to update those.
Oh, that's what the tiebreaker is.
Yeah, the
I thought it
tiebreaker
was
is your
like-
Dex score.
I thought it was a random number between 1 and 100, and I just never noticed.
No, it's your
just
Dex
never-
score.
I never noticed that it was like over 20. That it was like
1 in
never over
100?
20.
What?
I thought it was I thought it was just like he was rolling a D100 or something.
Yep, no, it's literally just your dex score being displayed as a decimal.
Hey, real life inside of 7. We've been over this. I made a character sheet for myself. I need to show it to you guys sometime. I'll try and bleep it out after the session.
I love how your
Yeah.
token is like a little smaller. That's perfect.
Yeah, I thought it would be good to convey that at any given point, coin's not taking up a lot of space.
All right. So, as we pick up, Ruzid, the two gentlemen behind her grip their spike chains with anticipation of action. What would you like to do?
Ruzid moves, like runs up to here and then kind of moves over here on top of the table and gets behind this guy like that.
Okay.
Sure.
Roll
Is
a
this?
very basic acrobatics of a 5?
I can auto succeed. Then I have a +5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Ooh.
Good thing.
Good thing I'm proficient in both acrobatics and athletics.
As the book goes flying, your foot slips on the desk, you barely keep your balance. What would you like to do?
So am I flanking this guy at all?
This person, no, someone would have to be in this opposite square. You're
That's
exactly
unfortunate.
not flanking.
I still need
whatever.
my initiative added, by the way.
I have a bunch of opportunity attacks I want to provoke anyways. Okay, I'm gonna punch this guy.
Coin should have a 14, right?
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. That hit him at all?
The 13 on which person? The one in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, on her, she sits there, and you scratch across what looks like a fabric cloak, and your nails scratch, and it feels like you're clanking against metal.
Okay, so a miss. I just tried.
Yes,
Was it like a hit and no damage or a miss?
You completely missed technically.
Okay.
You did not beat her
in Sirenscape?
sorry?
Okay. I'm going to provoke a bunch of opportunity attacks. There's a reason. I'm gonna do that.
I will restart Sirenscape.
Actually,
Oh, cool, thank
yeah, I
you.
can't move into their space, so I have to do something like that. Okay, so this guy gets an opportunity attack against me with advantage, I think, because he's flanking.
Yep. And so his spike chain reaches out to wrap around your throat at 24.
I'm gonna use my cloud rune and move the attack towards this guy.
Okay. Cool.
So would he
And-
get hit by the chain and like blocked
Yep.
by it?
She will take a amount of damage.
Did they look like
And
did they get like locked up by the chain from that?
the guy does not activate the grapple part of it.
Oh, I thought it was just part of the attack.
It normally is, but it's like when you use a whip, you can choose to cause it to lock someone up or not. And he simply releases it the moment it wraps around her throat.
Oh, I mean, well, it's just because I mean, the thing is, whatever. The ability just says once you're already hit, so I didn't know if they could decide that after they've already hit
Yep,
me. But,
all good.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
can.
gonna
It's
move.
literally I dropped the grapple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna move here.
Okay,
And provoke
that would
another
provoke
opportunity
this
attack.
guy. Yep. And so his
This
spike
one's
chain
without
reaches out
advantage.
and misses you.
And then I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Tati. Is Siren's working for you now, Walker?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Sirenscape's coming in loud and clear. Thank you.
I am going to swing up here. Oh. Come on, buddy.
And she is still seated, so technically she's prone at the moment.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fantastic then. I'm just gonna slide up here and with one hand, can I try to push her hood back a little bit?
You can attempt to.
Is that an action? I just wanted to like slide my hand under her hood while I attack her.
What exactly are you trying to do?
I'm trying to stab her and also see what she looks like.
Okay. Let's roll your attack roll.
Okay. This is gonna be a lot. I'm sorry, not a lot. I just mean it's my rapier, so there's like a lot going on in a little bit of space.
Okay. A 20 will hit her. Yep. And you will slide her hood back. She is completely bald. She has black tattoos all the way around her skull.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide her hood back and just touch the back of her head a little bit to hold her still and
Okay.
ask, "Who are you?" And then slide a rapier into her midsection.
Okay. And how much damage did you do with your rapier as you slide that rapier? Wow. 16. Got it. She is not inclined to answer you at the moment.
So curious.
Saphira, what would you like to do?
Tati's so wholesome.
I will pile on with the cutlass. And follow it up with a short sword attack.
Alright. Wow. She's not doing well, guys. Alright.
And I'll tell her, last chance. You tell us where Bryn is and you leave, and we might let you go.
Fine, he's in the other room to my left.
Is this a door?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Coin will stand up from the chair, pretty nonchalantly dust off his pants.
Take her down.
Well, you got two more options. You got two options left. You can leave this place empty-handed, or you can get thrown in the ocean with all your records.
And the crabs.
I was
And a
told
crab.
that I will be let free if I tell you where your friend is. I have done so. Will you keep your word?
I
You
said
gonna
night.
disarm yourself?
She holds up both hands. I have no weapons.
Coin's gonna look at these in the back. What's their posture like?
They are ready to attack and defend themselves, but their spike chains are actually grafted into their elbows.
Oh, so fucking cool.
It's not cool.
Does she have gloves on?
Oh, kind of cool, yeah.
No, she does not. You described her hands as being long, white fingers.
All right. Coin's going to say, "Deal's a deal." Put his hand out to shake, and then he'll say, No, he won't go for the full shake. He's gonna stop it, point at it, and say, "Figurative. I would not touch me if I were you."
Oh dang it! I thought you were tricking them into touching you.
Crystal's like, do it.
No, Coin. He knows what's gonna happen if that happens.
She smiles. She reaches out, wraps her long, icy cold fingers around your hand, and shakes your hand.
Coin shrugs. All right.
See, now that's cool.
That is also cool.
All right, we disengage it, everybody. I really could not give less of a damn about what happens to them. They're getting out of here, and they're not going to stop what we're doing. Any moral objections?
He says, looking to everybody.
Nope.
Not strictly moral. Crystal.
I've made my position clear.
As
So long
as
as we
Bryn's
get
in
paid.
that, past that door.
Exactly.
Yes, that is on the Yes.
Two stipulations.
Yeah.
Equally important.
Coin's gonna look back at her and say,
All right, you go walk up to the door, open it, Bryn walks out, yeah?
Very well. She stands from her desk. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Coin?
Coin's gonna follow her.
All right. So she stands up, walks around the desk, over to here.
Oh, okay.
The two goons are going to stay back there, ready to jump into action if you guys screw this up. As she gets to this spot, let's see here. I need you guys to roll a perception check, and I need you to beat an 18.
Oh, there's
damn
a
it,
natural.
Coin.
Oh, Coin is not having this.
Oh,
There's a reason he's walking behind her.
Yep.
All
Alright,
of my perception
so-
is on this guy's muscles and chains.
Coin. Her clothing shimmers with a purple light as she has cast a spell upon herself.
What are you casting? That's not how you open a door where I'm from.
She reaches up to open the door.
It's like she's just
Do you want
reaching
to
up.
do anything at this point?
Is there
or are
any
you gonna
check
let her-
Coin can do? I know he's not like a magic person. Is there?
Arcana, sure.
Is
Let's
it
see if
possibly
at some
something
point-
he's seen before?
This
Punch her in the back
is
of the head.
a... Because you're not a spellcaster, we have to add 10 to it, so it'd be a 20, because it is a cantrip.
Okay. Wait, you mean it would need to be a 20 minimum?
It would just be a 20 to identify the spell.
Oh.
So close,
I-
too.
Okay?
Well,
You got
actually,
any way to bump it up by 1?
yeah, I'm going to use Lucky to
Okay.
try and roll again.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Flip the coin again.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's a 1 in
The
10.
way Lucky works, I can choose to not use it, right? Or do you want to lock it in?
No,
All right.
you're fine.
That's
You get to choose.
nine.
Actually, with Lucky, you get to choose the results of all. Eric, feel free to contradict me
No,
at any time if
sorry.
you roll differently. But with Lucky, you get to choose the results of any dice that you've rolled. And so, if you roll something with disadvantage, choose to use a luck point and roll a third die. Rules as written, you can choose to use any of the 3 dice, even the higher one that would have been thrown away because of disadvantage. That's rules as written, and I've seen like Twitter messages like Jeremy Crawford, I think, saying that that's how he intended it because luck is most important when you're at a disadvantage. But Eric, if Eric rules differently at his table, that's
I really like the Lucky, and it's intended to be that way.
Okay, I was just based off what I read. You might have to simplify that. I can choose how the roll ends, or is there
Yes.
like a gimmick?
you can choose, and even
Not-
if you roll with
Not how the
disadvantage.
roll ends. You rolled a 19 or a 13. You choose which one of those two you want.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, even in that case, I would not have enough, so I would just not take the roll and keep the 19.
Oh. So she has cast a spell upon herself. You observed her doing it. You are unable to identify what spell that is because you're not a spellcaster.
Coin's gonna say, "Wait, don't open the door yet."
She pulls her hand away from the door. Yes.
And he's gonna look at her. He's gonna say,
You don't need to cast a spell to open a door. What are you doing?
I'm protecting myself from the bloodthirsty ambitions of your friends.
Deal's a deal. We shook on it. I just don't want any funny business when that door opens.
She smiles. I won't do anything funny when the door opens.
"All right." Coin crosses his hands and continues watching.
All right. She opens the door.
Bryn,
All right.
I mean, other elf person.
She
Hand-
then
oh,
steps
hand
into
worker.
the door and blocks the way as she stands resolutely in place.
She blocks
And-
away, but the door's open, like she's
The
in
door's
frame.
open. She is blocking the entire doorway. There is no room to get over her.
Where are they?
She gestures to her back and left, which is right here.
Deal's a deal. You said Bryn walks through the door.
I said I would open the door.
If I
And-
recall, I said you open the door, Bryn walks through. You shook my hand.
As you can tell, he's not in any mode to walk anywhere. And you look down, and Brent's unconscious.
All right. I'm assuming it's a turn change now.
Well, that's her turn. The dudes up there, they're going to go ahead and move. We're going to slide this little dude around to here. And this dude is going to slide to there. But yes, Crystal. It's been 6 seconds. What would you like to do?
Well, this was unexpected.
Hey, Crystal. They opened the door to the room. I think I can kind of catch a glimpse of Brain on the floor. If you can see him, I think you can heal him, right?
I think so. Yeah, you're right here. Okay, let's see. Crystal's gonna move directly behind Coin. And here.
You'll see Coin is looking at the direction of Bryn. He sees that
Okay.
he's down.
Does healing word gets people up from being out, right? Like it just
Mhm.
returns their hit points?
Yep.
Okay.
Gives him a hit point and then will allow him to become conscious.
Okay. I'm gonna give Bryn, I'm gonna cast second level healing word.
Okay.
I just love to see Bryn try to like slap them with their reaction while they're on the floor. It's like grab their ankles or something.
All right, Bryn, you receive 6 points of healing. You are now conscious.
Okay. Am I tied up, restrained? And
No.
Nope, just laying on the floor. All right. 6 hit points. In the tank. Apply changes. Yay.
Your clothes are shredded, but yeah, you're gonna visit Kmart here soon to get a new pair of pants and stuff.
Faymart.
All right.
F-E-Y-Mart.
That's good.
Anything
That was the
else
best I could come up with. Okay. My turn is
She's
passed.
just gonna move back kind of near the door.
Okay.
That's it.
Ruzid.
What's you blocking the way all about, huh?
She smiles a cold smile.
What? You think you're funny?
I said I would do nothing funny once I walked through the door. So no, I don't.
Ruzes just like gives them a look like I'm done with this shit, and walks up to them and attempts to grapple them with
Coin will
advantage.
be shuffled to the side, I presume. You push him on his back.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
sure.
Okay.
14 to grapple them.
You do not grapple her as your arms wrap against her clothing. Your claws slide off as if she's completely made of metal.
What are you made of?
Flesh and bone, just like you.
Ruzes like can't, so this like it like slips off. Like they have like, is it like what is it? Is it kind of like oil or something?
Nope, it feels like metal. Like-
Feels like metal.
Your nails
like
are
a
not digging
cantrip.
into the. Your nails are not digging into her cloth.
Okay. Ruzes is gonna like, if they can't shove them, I mean, if he can't grapple them, then, well, I think it was already his attack, so whatever. I'll shove them another time.
Okay.
and turn.
Tati, what would you like to do?
I would like to step here and just like kick my hip against the desk here and look at this guy. Do you have a way off this island? We didn't see another boat.
He shakes his head side to side and nods.
He shakes his head no and then yes.
Correct.
No, he doesn't have a way off this island. Yes, there is not another boat. Should I do an insight check? Am I interpreting this
Sure.
right?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Jesus.
It means something, I'm sure.
He is intentionally deceiving you somehow.
Because we give
He's got
boarding.
He's got a -3 to deception, so it's
Well
not
done.
like.
I'm distracted by the chains.
Cloak and dagger.
They're not that
We,
cool.
Well, I was just gonna say that we sell passage to our vanquished enemies. If you need a ride out of here.
Coin turns his head. Like, you see Coin's head pop out to the side from behind Ruzid with just a face of actual bewilderment. His mouth open. You start hearing like a snapping of a frog's fingers.
I will
Yeah, I-
immediately. I will straighten up off the desk and take a. I will take a ready action to stab this guy if it looks like he's making an aggressive move.
Okay, Saphira.
We're overbooked though.
Overbooked.
Slowly
Folks.
You can say that again.
behind Ruzid.
I'm gonna tell her, look, I feel like you're making this harder than it needs to be. Why don't you just move out of the way? And I'm gonna try to use Charm Person.
Ew. All right. Charm person on her. She's advantage on the saving throw because of her ancestry, and so she got a 20. Damn lucky though. All right. Anything else, Saphira?
Just gonna casually step over here. Just keep this guy within my reach, but nothing else.
All right. Mr. Coin.
Does Ruzid have a grapple on her, or
No,
what happened there?
he slid off.
Out of character, what's the rundown of what just happened? She said there was no funny business, and Ruzid just
She
Took a
just
hit.
she's standing there. Ruzid jumped on her and like the cat that's been declawed trying to climb the drapes.
All right.
That's so sad.
So sad.
All right.
Oof.
Coin's gonna try and poke his head through the door. He's
Yes.
gonna say, deal's a deal. Is Bryn walking out? What or what?
I'm sure he can now.
And Coin looks at her and says, well, then, why don't you back up so he's got some actual room?
Will you allow me to?
I mean, I'll allow you to. You might have to throw a dog treat at Ruzid to get him to back up.
She looks down.
Give you a
and
fucking
she-
dog treat.
Crystal's like, oh shit.
You let him treat you in that manner, proud kobold?
Me?
Look,
How? He just
I hate
makes
him as much as
noises.
anyone else, but I hate you a lot more right now. So, if anyone's getting hit, it's you. Just saying. But yes, I'll let you back off if you let my friend out.
Very well. She's
Where's
going
that
to
rabbit?
take one step back and then a second step back, at which point she reaches out and touches the book.
Hmm.
And as she touches the book, she disappears. The entire room goes black. And these two guys disappear.
Is this magical darkness?
Yes, it is.
Noted.
Oh, I hate when she does that.
The room's still there, right?
You stick your arm into there? Question mark.
Yeah, well, I assume, I didn't know if Ruzid's in the door frame or if he's outside of it. So Coin's kind of saying it to
outside of
Ruzid who's closer.
You guys look into where the doorway is there, and it's just a wall of black.
His head will pop, not through it, but in, like, he moves towards Ruzid, and he just calls out, Bryn?
Coin, what's going on? Am I dead?
Ah,
Is this
You're
the
in the
afterlife?
Shadow Realm.
I woke
No.
up on the floor and then everything went black.
Yeah, you
What?
bailed on us, buddy. There's a door in there. Coin's waving his hand. He's like, I don't have a light source. Coin starts slapping on the wood of the door frame. It's like, just walk this way.
Okay.
Are you licking the door?
What? Coin puts his hand up. No, that's my flipper. My hand.
Do you have a flipper?
What? It's yeah. Well, I mean, there's webbing between the fingers. It's not really a flipper. It's I'll show you a flipper if you keep talking like
how
that.
How do you flip your coins if you don't have a flipper?
Coin points out to Saphira. Ah, she gets it. She gets it. He turns back and
alright,
keeps
so
making noise
Is
for Bryn.
it my turn? The initiative thing disappeared.
Sure, Bryn. Yeah, the
okay.
initiative is gone because there are no threats at the moment.
Okay, so Bryn, I think in this situation, Bryn would crawl towards the wall and try and find the wall, and then would crawl up and try and find the door, and then would come out this way.
Don't
so
set that
I'll-
room on fire too.
Move past Ruzid for now. So I think Bryn also would have tried to ask what's going on, and eventually would have, I think, tried to use Fairy Fire to try and identify invisible threats. But it sounds like we know that those threats are gone. So Bryn's going to stand up.
Can ascertain based on our body language we're not mid-combat.
Yeah, and I heard a little bit about what was going on because I was awake for the latter half of that. But I'm going to ask what happened? Did you guys let them go to save me?
Coin's gonna say, I feel like we should be asking you what happened because we were all together and then you disappeared.
I was exploring the bookshelves. It was stupid, I know, but I was just looking through the hallways and I came across somebody with a chain. I tried to get away, but they threw the chain at me and everything went black. I just woke up a few seconds ago.
You got ambushed?
Ever thought
Yeah.
about learning like shield magic or something?
Bryn, can you light up this room? They're using shadows to move around.
Yeah, so everything went black. I don't think I have strong enough magic yet to get through magical darkness.
Yeah, you need to be careful around bookshelves. They're dangerous. You know, I had a cousin named Seagap, totally flattened by a bookshelf.
I'm more concerned about. So I don't know if you
Seagap.
guys let them go to save me,
SEEGAP.
but what are we going to tell Gerard? Our job was to kill everybody on the island.
I don't mean to like break this up, but seeing as how the records are behind us and they are not with us anymore, I'm thinking they maybe went back to get their records.
Time for some scorched earth. That's what I'm thinking.
Coin's gonna take a step
Fuck these
forward.
guys.
It's like there are two worst case scenarios. They're grabbing all the records and bolting, or they're teleporting to our ship and leaving. Oh, there's actually a third one. They're getting the records and then taking our ship and leaving. We should probably look around.
Bryn, if you can light this place up, they'll have a harder time moving around.
So I can cast dancing lights and provide provide a little bit of light. I can do that. But I cannot dispel magical darkness. Fairy fire.
Not asking
magical...
you to. I'm just
Okay, yeah.
looking at the bookshelves.
If anyone sees a bookshelf wobble,
when you
run.
said light this place up, you mean actually burn it down. Okay.
No, I didn't.
No, not
Just
that.
glop.
I mean, I'm not against that. I'm not against that idea at all.
I'm just gonna
likely should
cover
be
up
our
Bryn's
objective
mouth.
as well.
I'm just gonna like hold Bryn's mouth from behind and stop him from talking anymore.
I mean,
No,
fuck these
no,
guys.
no, I
They
did
want
not say
to
burn
run
it.
away.
Light it up with light, with just light that doesn't burn.
I'd rather not run through 7 hallways of fire to get out of here.
Don't worry, guys. The wall of fire was a one-time thing.
What you hear now from Bryn is.
Can I cast? I'm gonna cast light on myself again.
You're gonna cast light on yourself. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sure.
Well,
You actually still have light on you.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. You're right. I do.
well, if you're so worried about our ship getting stolen, then let's get the hell out of here.
Gingerly release Bryn's face.
Can I see what's on the
Intentacus
desk?
flight? No.
Sure.
It's
On the desk, there's a candle. There's an inkwell, a quill, there is a book. She took a small brown bag that had been on the desk, and she also took one very large golden ring, about 5 inches in diameter, that had been on the desk.
Coin's going to say,
We've had like an alarm on our ship before, right? Just so we know if anyone gets close to it. Is that? We got that up right now.
All right. So the candle.
that was a joke. I'm not actually doing
Oh,
that.
okay. Oh no! Oh damn!
No.
you've
that
already
was-
written it down, you
Sorry,
fool.
sorry to disappoint you. That was I said I did that in the chat and not out loud because that was intended to be a joke. But anyway, it's
Because
I'm thinking maybe
Candle
we could
can't be
bring
moved.
maybe we could bring some of the records back. First we should check on our ship, but maybe we should bring some of the records back to Gerard as a peace offering. We didn't manage to kill everyone on the island, but we got
We
some of
said
their
we're
records.
done with the island.
I mean, they left.
We can give
Well-
him pitney bones as a peace offering.
I mean, do they have any good stuff behind the desk? That guy's pretty magical. Maybe he has like some magical trinkets or something. And like, and Ruzi starts rummaging through the desk.
Coin.
Sure, roll an investigation.
Go ahead.
All right. As you look around the desk, you will notice that under the desk there are 4 compartments that had been secret compartments that are all hanging open. She has already emptied them all. She was doing so while talking to you guys.
Snake.
Crystal, can you help me for a minute?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Can I borrow the between us, one of us has the ropes from that harness.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm just gonna wrap one, like loop it around Crystal's wrist real quick, and then grab the other end and dive into this room.
Okay.
Hey, whoa!
Does it make a noise when she goes
It's
into
a
that
long
room?
rope.
Like-
I'm not dragging you with me. I'm anchoring myself.
Yeah.
Does it make like a magic sound when she goes through the doorway? Is like, or is it?
Not yet.
So I
Coin doesn't notice.
briefly saw through the doorway, and so I'm just going by memory. I think it was like a few steps in. I think I saw a rug under my feet.
You feel
Do I-
no rug under your feet where you expect one.
Fair enough. I think there was a desk. I'm just walking forward, expecting to either be stabbed by elves or to
She went in there?
hit my shin on furniture.
I mean, I saw them touch a book and teleport away. Maybe they're trying to touch
In
the
your
book and
character right
teleport
now?
away.
There's like a big book in the middle. That's all I saw.
Yeah, they touched
that?
it and then they teleported away.
And a bunch of purple.
Yeah, let's go
Purple.
ahead. I'm going to move this to the back here. This should stay where I want. So, Tati, you are standing right there. You feel exceedingly cold directly in front of you, like ice. And
You okay in there, Toddy?
yeah, you are standing at what feels like the door to a deep freeze.
Do you think that lady's still in there, but she just like threw a rug on top of herself?
That would be pretty funny,
Just
but I'm
flip the
pretty
lights
sure I
off?
saw them teleport away.
I didn't see anything. You kind of knocked me out of the way.
Stub your toe on her and hurt like a motherfucker.
I can't think of anything that would be cold like this.
Tati, I feel
Can I-
like this does not end well in the movie.
Can I try to the what? What if you? Never mind.
Big story.
Big story.
Hey Eric, Coin is gonna poke this bookshelf and make sure it's not wobbly.
That bookshelf is not wobbly at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach forward and try to touch the cold thing.
Can I do
Um,
an investigation
okay.
check to see what kind of books are in the bookshelf?
Tati, I need you to do a dexterity saving throw. I need you to beat a 12, please.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cool.
Tati, you feel like your arm is being pulled forward as you reach towards the cold, and you're able to pull your arm back before the tug is too strong.
Like somebody's hands pulled me forward, or like a
It
gravitational
feels like
force.
a giant vacuum cleaner tried to pull your arm off.
Whoa! Crystal? Coin?
That's not a good sign.
What was that?
You still in there?
You lose a limb.
Pull the rope
I
3
don't-
times if you need to get pulled out.
I'm gonna just yank on the rope and pull it taut so I can follow it back to the door.
Okay.
Just poke my head out of the wall of blackness.
So what was the plan there exactly?
Ah, you scared me.
There's something in there. I mean, I don't think elves are in there. Nobody stabbed me. But
That's good.
Well, technically, there were elves
Well-
in there.
just the one.
Something, and I just saw like a book. Did you see a? Well, you probably didn't see a book.
I saw a book.
You saw? You could see in there.
Yeah, I was standing right there.
What's in? What do you think's in there besides a book?
Well, now I don't know that it's there anymore. There's, I'm gonna get out. This is kind of creepy, actually, even for me. Like, there's like a sucking, like a whirlpool without any water.
A whirlpool?
I think we
Like a
should wait
wind?
until we can see properly before we go in there.
Anyone have a torch? A magic torch?
I am magic torch.
Why did we send her in?
Yeah, I'm gonna look to see what happens if Crystal walks through.
Please
You
don't
might
give
need
her
to
a
tie
rope.
some more people to the rope.
I got it. I'm holding on to you.
Okay, Crystal's gonna walk through the door.
Right?
Coin will ask to Tati while she's holding the rope. The
Don't
whirlpool
go
is
more than like 3 paces.
that in the middle of the room or like towards the end of it?
It 4 paces in. Don't go further than that.
I don't see anything.
Wow.
What are we trying to find in here?
Why is it so freaking cold?
I don't know. You should come back.
I think this is the back door,
Cold
but
is
they just
right
leave.
here, by the way. Just so you know, you're still a distance away from the cold.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Lady's probably getting high with Pitney right now.
You could get closer if you'd like, but just saying.
I
You
don't
get
know that
closer.
I can. If you fall in, I don't know that I can hold it.
Then we
It
have the whole
is
party
like you're
trying to hold
standing in
on to
front
it.
of a glass freezer.
Who's gonna
So
tell her
weird.
that none of us can pull her out?
It is
Actually, I can.
I think there's a freezer back here.
It's maybe.
This is useful information. I'll write it down.
Great! I'm so happy. We can put our food in this room. Woohoo,
Freezer to
yeah.
the right of the secret layer. All right, we got what we needed.
Perfect.
I'll make sure
okay.
to come back here after we go to this mission and never come back here again.
Crystal's gonna walk again. I can't see. I don't know.
No.
Hey, Eric, Coin
So
Yes,
much
is
for the
gonna
magic torch.
Coin is gonna recall what was asked of us in this mission.
Sure.
Specifically, I know that we need to sort of shut down the operation,
Yep.
secure the record area. Was there any other sort of sweep the edges? Any specific things
No,
asked?
he was very vague intentionally because he was leaving it to your discretion to handle it.
Gotcha.
But it's basically come to the island, shut it down, and make sure that it's not functional anymore.
I
right.
would agree. I would like to add that we were told explicitly kill everyone on the island. I remember this because we had a discussion about what do we do if we find hostages here, and the answer was ultimately use your own discretion, but he would prefer that nobody gets away.
Okay, that's
and
what
we-
I intercepted earlier when we were talking. I wanted to make sure whether it was a hard rule to kill everyone, but
Can,
And
far as
Brandon
you
had a
guys-
problem with that for reasons.
As far as we can tell, we killed everyone who's still on the island.
That's true.
Let's go upstairs.
Can I
See
can
if
I do
we've
a
got-
check on this room, like to see what?
3/4 of them didn't even have a chance to talk it out. Am I right, Bryn?
he says elbowing him.
I guess it does
Uh,
include themselves.
Crystal,
Guys,
what are you trying to find out about the room, Crystal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you trying to find out?
Can I find out what if the thing is magical and what it is if I know it?
It is obviously magical,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't see it, so you're not going to be able to analyze it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not even like the cold, like where the cold is coming from.
Cold could be all sorts of things, and
Mhm.
that's why I'm not. You can't see what's causing the cold, and
Oh,
so
okay.
unless you want to go and interact with it, which if you want to, you can.
Mhm.
But I would require you to go and actually get involved with the cold thing in
Okay.
order to figure out what that is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I don't think
Because
Crystal
right now
cares
you're
that
just
much.
like, there's something cold in there. I know what it is.
Okay.
Well, maybe
sounds
she heard a story about piratey bad guys who use a cold thing in the darkness.
good. I feel like that's something that Tati would hear about.
Guys, I'm gonna head back to the ship. I need to be alone for a while. Before I go, I'm gonna cast enhance ability on Crystal. Specifically, I would like to grace her with the owl's I'd like to grace her with the fox's cunning for the next hour. as long as I maintain concentration on the spell, Crystal will have advantage on intelligence checks. So
Okay.
investigation, arcana, history, nature, religion, you'll have advantage on those. And
Ah.
Nice.
So
and
if
then
that
I'd like
concentration
to
drops, we know Bryn got knocked out.
Crystal is
That's
instantly smart for
very
an hour.
very funny, but also true. And then concentration does
Yeah.
concentration does drop on the dancing lights, and then Bryn is gonna try and leave.
Why
Okay.
does he have to be alone?
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Hey, Eric, are any of these records labeled by bookshelf or individually?
Yes, all of them are labeled, and they're listed by town, province, country, county. There are individual people's names that have been blackmailed, bribed. You go through, it's an entire criminal organization's bookkeeping.
Coin's not going to do a thorough investigation, but he's sort of looking around and trying to get an idea if, I assume this is sort of the base of operations, but if perhaps there's another drug island or something that, if it like a business, like not customer, but business end kind of record of locations.
There will be no other locations listed here.
All right.
As far as manufacturing or bookkeeping goes. I'm going to let Bryn and Ruzid leave here in just a second. Just want to make sure that everybody else is cool. All right. So
Ruzi's following Bryn because he doesn't trust him to not suddenly find a way to get himself captured again.
And I thank you for it.
so
We're gonna set the place on fire, maybe.
Yeah.
I
So
wonder.
I grab
Okay.
the candle.
just for Eric's sake of knowing what Coin's doing, he's looking around, just seeing if there's any interesting locations or areas or something that might pique his interest as someone who writes on a map. I don't imagine there will be, but it's either that or information that would help our employer, so to speak.
gotcha. There's a lot of things that you guys could pick up. It just depends how much weight do you want to try to carry of records, because there's tons of them. Like this entire library is records.
Gotcha. Coin's not interested in getting general records of,
Deals and stuff.
transactions. Yeah, it's just whether it interests him personally, like
As far as
useful.
photography, nothing like that.
Gotcha.
Can Crystal do a check? She's looking for names, like the name of the woman and anyone that she's like associated with.
She would not have her actual name listed anywhere. But you will see several signatures and signet marks of a butterfly.
Okay. But no names.
No names. Everything is either signed with a butterfly or there's another mark which would be a green fang.
Can I do a check to see if either of those, like I've seen either of those things?
Sure. History check, please. Ooh, no. Sorry.
No.
What?
I
of
would
butterfly is it?
remind Crystal. Oh, even with advantage, you still nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
You will notice Coin occasionally will stop before a bookshelf and poke it to make sure it's not wobbling.
Yep.
Just occasionally.
Gatekeeper.
When he's done, he walks out.
There is a wobbly bookshelf closer to the entrance, but it's not that wobbly.
Where were the wobbly bookshelves when I wanted to shove them all over?
Definitely gonna grab at least one book with the butterfly and one book with the green fang.
Okay.
Hey, Sapir, have you seen this before?
Have I? Should I roll for that?
Roll history, sure. I'm sorry. No, you have not become familiar with either of those.
Nay, these are must be new symbols. Fascinating.
What kind of butterfly is it?
It's a stylized butterfly. It has the little swallowtails off the back end of the butterfly wings. So it's a stylized butterfly.
So she's probably more interested in the meaning behind a butterfly than a particular species of butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Hey Tati, have you heard stories about this? She points at the butterfly and the thing.
History. Is it history?
Yep.
History.
While everything else is presumably going downstairs, I'm gonna start making my way back to the ship. Eric, feel free to stop me at any point if we need to stop.
Okay. I'm watching both screens, so
Okay.
we're good at the moment. Yeah, I found out that I can actually split the party into different screens. So right now, Ruzid and Bryn are up on Crab Island
Ooh.
upstairs, and the rest of you are down in the library.
You know, Bryn,
Fancy.
And they say, split the
did
party.
you
and
did
get
you actually
twice as
set an
much
alarm
fun.
on the ship?
No. I haven't. I've kind of forgotten how to set alarms.
Oh,
I haven't practiced those in a long time.
didn't you just
Tati
do it like
does.
yesterday?
Days. It's been days.
Oh.
You got some memory loss from that.
I don't think I've.
Did
I don't
something
think
else
I've-
happen when you got knocked out that I'm not aware of?
He did get knocked out twice in succession. Now that I think about it, he blew himself up and then got knocked out.
Some of the spells leaked out.
You know, speaking of Bryn, I have like, how do you even get your magical powers? Is it learning or something else?
I don't know. I mean, I practice, but I don't know. I think I was just kind of born with it. Well, you've seen them, and I pull up my tattered sleeve, or maybe open up like a hole that's been cut in it by the chains, and I show Ruzid. There used to be only like 2 gears on my arms, but now there's like 5 or 6 on my left arm, and 1 or 2 have showed up on my right arm as well.
I wonder if I get more
And-
green spots, that means they'll become more magical.
Yeah, I don't know. And when I got knocked out, I don't know if it was the fire or when that shadowy guy got me with a chain. I had some weird dreams. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but I didn't choose the magic. I think the magic chose me. And
Well,
well,
I've been trying to, tap into magic in some. I feel like I must have some sort of magic in me. I mean, Didit is my
Well-
mother after all, but
turning into a giant green dragon-esque figure is not something that most people can.
well,
do on their own.
obviously, but I'm talking about more like the. It's like more like a spell type of magic, not. But that
Yeah.
type of magic's a little more crazy.
I'm just saying. I think there is probably some magic in there, and I'm not sure I can help you pull it out, but I'm happy to try if you want.
Well,
But
anyways,
not right now. I'm really tired, and it looks like there's some crabs in the way. But the ship's not going anywhere, so I'm just gonna sit down on this wall for a minute and
I guess we can just
Yeah.
wait for the others. If the crabs are still there, well, that'll be annoying, but we can deal with it. Or is it kind of like sits down and it's kind of chilling?
yeah. That's all. That's all. All the role playing that's going on for now has been done.
Can't Star Wars transition. Star Sword.
I'm not interested in grabbing every record here. Are we ready to move?
He says, turning, sees everyone, I assume, gathered around a butterfly book.
Yeah. Can I carry any of this for you, Coin?
What is this?
Books, anything here?
Coin will hold out empty hands. Will be like, yeah, just take this. It's really been weighing me down.
I'm gonna lean
Oh.
over and mime picking it up. Yep.
I see something interesting, I'll grab it. I got nothing yet.
He'll start
I think
walking
it's
out.
really important that we just take the 2 signatures and anything that gives us clues as to who works with these people in case we come across them again.
I already grabbed one with each of the insignias.
Sounds good.
I want to double check, is my night vision set up since I have the goggles now? Because I can't really see much. I only see a
Probably
sliver
not.
from the room.
Probably not. Let me go over there and fix that real quick.
All right.
Too bad Ruzin's not here. We're gonna have to lift Crystal up the stairs, up the ladder.
Oh God, we are.
I mean,
Ah.
You know,
the pulley system will help a lot. I think it's actually not.
Sure, we can't leave her.
That yes.
pretend like you didn't say that.
Coin says that looking forward, not realizing Crystal's nearby, and when he hears that, he just pretends he didn't hear it.
We didn't leave Bryn. Why would we leave Crystal?
Well, I can't really make Bryn stay down here.
All right. So as you guys come up to the hatch, you guys are able to hook Crystal up and get the block and tackle working, and you guys will make your way up to the top. There you go.
Now, this type of harness is actually called the butterfly. I was just thinking of it. It.
Coin looks like completely drained from the climb up. May need a. I doubt it'll matter on this map, but it's old token again.
It is the old token. I apologize.
Whew, it smells in here.
Surprised it's still wafting.
Sounds like the others are coming up.
And it really scorched this earth.
I'm gonna smell like smoke for weeks.
I got a little bit of an annoyance over here, Saphira. And he points at the crabs.
Yeah, that seems less than convenient.
I would go and chuck them off the bridge, but I don't know if I can do that transformation again today.
I think we're all pretty drained.
Do
Door
they
stuck.
eat people? We have some bodies in here. They're relatively fresh.
Are you gonna try to feed them? I mean, aren't those little ashes in there? I guess over there.
No,
yeah.
no, over here we have all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guards.
yeah.
I was just stepping over there. The
I mean,
big dwarf dude, and there's all these
Want
the
me
pile
done cooked
of
meat so we
these
can see
guys.
which
I guess you
You guys
could.
deserve a better diet than frenzied up guards.
I mean, they're really big, right? Isn't that like a big snack? I guess.
If I roll one of these guard bodies like off the cliff, does this one express any interest in it?
So you roll a guard body off the cliff.
Don't throw it.
He says as it rolls down right in front of
Throw
us.
Oh yeah,
I'm
let's
sorry.
just get it to
Let
walk
me
right
just
up to it. Hey, maybe we
body
can pet
one
it.
of these humans. I'll just body a human with my 4 foot something.
Bring it up to us. Maybe we can pet
All right. So as the body hits the bottom and breaks into pieces,
Ew.
the crab will scuttle up and
Oop,
start eating
oop.
them.
Who's
Well-
walking the bridge first? Because it's not gonna be me.
I guess it has a taste for human meat. What can I say?
All right, bring me some more
Very
guard
nice.
body.
You technically have 6 guard bodies sitting out here. So let me go grab you 6 guard bodies.
Oof.
Rizid, how far can you throw one of these?
I don't know, but probably pretty far, to be honest.
You got one down here.
I can help lift like the feet if you can. We'll
How
just
far?
swing it.
How far could Ruzid feasibly throw one of these? Like, or is it unclear at the moment?
Let's see. These guys weigh 100 something pounds. And you have a strength of what?
I have a strength of 20, and I have expertise in athletics and advantage right now.
I will give you that you can
Shut
chuck a
up.
human body 15 feet. No problem.
If I make like athletics checks, could that be better or worse? I guess.
Sure. If you can beat a 20, I'll give you an extra 5 feet.
Okay. So how far?
No, you know what? Tell you what, we'll just do it straight up. For every 5 you get on the athletics meter, you can do it an extra square. So, like 5 athletics, you can throw 1 square. 10, 2 squares. 3, 15, 20.
Okay,
4
I'm gonna
squares. There
I
you
think
go.
I know what I need to do here.
Yeah, walk up and throw it to the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to like. Wait, so there.
Coin's gonna
Okay.
see the crew carrying bodies, and
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
carry
look.
your body and like walk up to like
So
here.
Ruzin's taking this body here. Ruzin, there's your body. Take the body with you.
All the way. I'm walking all the way up here with the body,
Coin's
and
gonna
then
look around.
I chuck it over to like this side. I try to chuck it. Let's see. So how far is that? That's whoops. Let me get my
Roll your athletics check, please.
ruler. I'm taking my ruler. Okay, so it's I can chuck it there. So it's let's roll this with advantage.
I think you want it further off to the side to get the crab
Unlucky.
to actually move.
15 feet. So I would get it like there instead of there.
I'm gonna be honest. This is pretty fucked up.
I think you want it like here.
I'm gonna
Alright.
start
Like, lead
dragging
him with
another
the-
body.
Let him lead him with the trail. He goes there, and then we throw another one, and then like Ruzid like goes back and grabs another body and walks back over here, and then
Oh,
chucks it over there.
I've set up
Where's
the
that?
bodies so that you guys can carry them. So go ahead and run back and grab a body.
Okay, he
I,
goes
no,
another.
I brought you another one. I dragged it by its
He
heels.
throws it there, or here actually. This is 15 feet.
All right. Roll an animal handling to get the crab to neglect the first body.
Not good at that.
Fine, we can wait for him to finish the first one and then go
I
for
mean,
the second one.
they're big crabs. It won't take
Depends
that
on how long you guys want to wait.
We're also
Crystal's
not in a
great.
rush.
Can Crystal use
I-
telekinetic to
I-
roll the body?
Sure.
Oh, that's way better than my idea. Let me get out of the way for that.
She's gonna.
Yes, you
Can she
can.
roll the body closer to the other one?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Coin. Theoretically, if you want to try that, I'd let you try it.
Okay.
That's
what do I need to do
reassuring.
for that?
Sorry, Justin sent me a theoretical question. I'm like, I'll let you try.
I hear you.
But yeah, telekinetic will absolutely allow you to move a body. Yep.
All right.
Without touching it.
Hold on, I'm trying to move him.
Which body are you trying to
Which
move?
body are you trying to move?
Oh, the one closest to the crab.
This? What are you trying to
Yeah.
do? This?
Okay. Yep, there you go. Okay. So, like that. So the crab moves there, chasing the body.
Can I move it again?
Guys, the body just moved on its own. What the fuck?
Where do you want to move it now?
I think
Move
are they
it.
raising zombies?
Diagonal to the.
I fixed it
Diagonal
so
to
you
the
can move
left.
it yourself now. I fixed it. You can move it
Okay.
yourself now.
Perfect.
Hey, what's going on? Like, one of the bodies just moved on its own. Well, it moved again. And again. Well,
Oh God, it's not a corpse yet, is it?
Did we
It's
accidentally
convenient,
throw a
I
living
don't-
person over there?
I think if
if
they were
he-
alive, they would have screamed.
Can we tell if he's like crawling or is the body just like
The
rolling?
body's like sliding, spearing blood and guts behind it. And the crab is like picking up, like there's goes the spleen and the crab eats the spleen. It's just like
Ruzid
Oh no, his
Very
foot just
dark.
fell off. I don't
Is
think it's real.
grabs another body and moves up.
You should have parked
Yeah.
closer.
Yes, sure. You want to touch one of these bodies? They're moving all over the place. So,
the crab is interested in the body, but you guys are passing really close to it. So it's going to turn and hiss at you guys. So I need you guys to roll wisdom saving throws. Need to beat a 19.
Oh crap!
Fantastic.
All right.
Woof.
All right.
Can I cast guidance? Does guidance work for saving throws?
No, it does not.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's just ability checks. Okay.
and
That would be resistance.
I cannot possibly
I'm
Make
sorry.
a 19 wisdom save.
I read Coin's thing as my thing. I need you to be a 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who said what
thank
happened?
God. I was like,
I still failed.
crab.
I
I mean,
apologize.
it didn't help there. Still failed.
My roll was the 3. Coin rolled the 19.
Hmm.
All right. So with the
Setting the
3,
standard coin.
Ruzid,
You even had me
you are
panic like I
frightened.
matched it.
Ruzid, you are frightened of the crab.
Rizzy
So
just
you
like
have a
looks away.
frightened condition.
Looks away from the crab, trying to show strength and not worry about it, and just is trying to like, he can't move towards it anymore because he's afraid. So he's just like trying to play it off, and is just like moving with the body towards
Coins-
this crab and chucks the body like really hard, kind of frantically.
Athletics.
Yeah, let's see if he makes
This
this.
is a straight roll now because you have disadvantage from
Okay.
being frightened. So, yeah, okay.
Wait.
So we
What?
get it 15 feet.
Coin's gonna turn to everyone and say, see you at the ship. And then he's gonna take a dash and make a 40-foot jump just straight to the ship.
Yeah, I'm with
Ugh,
Coin.
frogs.
And then you see Coin just casually walk away like he's on the ship. It's like
So, did anyone explain why the fuck the bodies are moving, or what is that?
Crystal's gonna move this body.
Okay. The crab goes over.
I'm,
Ruzy's gonna like make an insight check at this point, I guess. Oh no, he has no idea.
Bryn is gonna misty step to here and then run up onto the ship.
Ruzy's
Sure.
gonna gingerly walk by here.
Coin is just like watching from the ship. He's like waving when you walk up. Hey,
Those crabs give me a bad vibe.
Yeah, they're real crabby.
Crystal's
Well,
gonna
just give me
push
a
a
worse
body
one.
right here.
Okay.
Ruzy's like all kind of covered in blood and gore at this point from throwing bodies around.
Hey, you did good, man.
Oh, you put a body there. Oh, one
You threw
sec.
those corpses like a champ.
Could have done better.
And this
Good, yeah.
body goes away as a shark eats it.
Definitely could have.
Bryn
yeah.
uses prestidigitation.
Out of
to-
character, Ruzy did not roll above a 9.
Bryn
So,
uses
what's Bryn doing?
prestidigitation to clean up anybody who wants anybody who has like body bits on them.
Coin didn't touch any, so he
Crystal
I-
stands first in line. Can you get this off?
Yeah, I'll polish your armor up a little bit with
The
prestidigitation.
pirate's shower.
Coin's gonna poke his head down
Pirates.
the hatch. He's not gonna make noise. He's gonna look down to make sure, like it's quiet. Probably just pitney smoke.
Pirates just
Yep.
have people who know how to do that, and they
Poke
just
his head
clean
back
them.
up.
Is that what you're saying?
It billows up from below. You have the distinct impression that Pitney Bones still is resident aboard your ship.
Oh, good.
Coin shakes his head in disgust, like he's trying
I
to
was
get
worried she might
smell
run
out of
off
his nose.
somewhere. Maybe get eaten by a crab. Yeah, Bryn is. I'm using prestidigitation to clean Crystal's armor, and I'm flavoring it as spraying Axe body spray out of my wand to mask the smell.
Oh,
I think you have enough, buddy.
That's not better.
Coin says walking away.
So strong. It's so strong.
What is that stuff?
What is that? Oh my god. Feed it to the crab.
All right. Well, we're back on the ship.
Smells like every boy I've dated.
I want to do one clarification. I didn't write it down, but back in our first encounter at the door, there were drugs on the floor. Those were put into the bag of holding, right? Or were they just tossed?
Hey, didn't we do
No,
like
no.
a drug cleanup operation or something?
Coin's just maybe Coin doesn't totally remember what happened. He's gonna double check the bag of holding, and if there's contents, remove it. If there's not, he'll just put it back like normal.
I don't believe you guys picked up any drugs.
All right.
All right, and just as a little point before we do disembark the ship, I did fix Skinny. He is now.
I noticed that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Looking.
so cute.
Spicy.
All right.
Coin's gonna like
so-
look at it and nod his head.
Does the job.
All right. So, anything you guys want to do before departing Crab Island?
It's not time sensitive, but Coin will walk up to Saphir at some point because after he checks his bag for the drugs, he'll remember, like, man, Saphir got a big whiff of that. And I'll walk over to her and be like, "Hey, Saphira, are you weaned off of it now? Not feeling affected by that?" He's trying to not say it because he doesn't want to, like, maybe she wasn't thinking about it, but he's just
By
checking
what?
in on her.
By the body's
feeling okay?
moving, I'm a little bit freaked out, but you know,
I also moved my
but
body.
while but you're living, so you should move your body.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. All right, just making sure
Is this-
everyone on this ship is still capable of work. That's all.
Yep.
Aye. Well, speaking of
do
capable, you
that.
want me to set us to sea?
Coin stops and shudders for a moment. And
Can I get a
he
perception
turns
check
around
from you,
with, like, a
Coin,
very shaky
before you
thumbs
turn
up
away. Before you turn away, I need a perception check.
from Coin.
Yeah, gotta be a 10. Yeah. Saphira's eyes are completely bloodshot.
Oh. Coin's gonna just look at her and be like,
I think you should get some water before anything. Just a little water in you. Maybe some food, too.
I wouldn't say no to some food.
Maybe stay away from pitney bones, also. I mean, I would recommend that in general, but you especially.
Why me especially?
I know you don't want to get your sense of taste ruined around her smoke.
You know, if
I-
Saphira
that's a
isn't
good point.
driving, then are we gonna get Allier on the wheel?
Is she on this boat?
did Coin see Allier when he poked his head down?
Yeah, she's down there sleeping.
Coins will say to Ruzid,
She's lower deck.
I
We're
mean-
gonna have to poke her awake, though.
I mean, I think she's a better she's better at driving the ship than anyone else here, to be honest.
Coin turns. No,
Okay.
Right.
Point
Crystal
turns-
grabs the wheel.
And if she's been down there, she has
Okay, Crystal, if
disadvantage.
this ship crashes,
hold on.
we're not painting it pink. So you better
Point-
not risk that.
Coin turns over and sees Crystal and a bloodshot Saphira standing next to the wheel, and he's gonna gulp for a moment.
We're gonna see if Allier's awake yet. Don't go yet. Don't.
Coin, if Allier's been downstairs with Pitney Bones, she's got disadvantage on everything.
Coin
Aye,
puts,
and
Coin
the
puts his
fire
hand out to
driver-
Crystal and Saphira. He turns
Crystal's
his
gonna
head.
start steering the ship out of the.
So, as you guys raise
I
anchor,
navigate to make mistakes.
all right. So, I'm going to have Crystal. Please roll your survival check to drive the ship away from the rocks. All right.
Oh,
So,
not bad.
Crystal knows
Have we put
exactly
the
what
ramp
else
up?
she's doing. the ramp is more of a dock that you guys pulled up to. You guys will have your own ramp that you guys can pull up. Yeah,
All right, just check it.
all good. So, off you guys go, sailing away from the island, having some free time to kind of just go along. You have successfully disrupted the drug lab of Crab Island.
So Coin was walking to the hatch, but seeing we managed to pull out before like anything, he doesn't go to wake up Allier. He's like, all right.
Do we have to go back to Ryport to tell that snake person that
Coin
we've done his
walks-
job?
Back to where everyone is, enjoying the conversation. Does Coin remember what the instructions were after this is done?
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it because Coin is very much into deals and stuff, so it just makes sense.
Yeah,
that
he.
you-
I figure he's on top of.
Yeah. So,
things relevant.
Gerard asked you guys if you were going to come back to Ryport or if you wanted to take payment over at Inland Point, and you guys asked to do the payment at Inland Point. So
Yes.
you're not expected to go back to Ryport. Your payment is waiting for you at Inland Point.
Coin
right.
will say,
Well, if we want to get paid, we're going back to Enlin Point. Or we're going
And
to
if we
Enlin Point.
want to get who off our ship, yeah,
Good
Let's-
riddance.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone.
yeah, let's do it.
You know, Bryn, you did a lot of studying in the past, right?
That depends on what you think is a lot.
I don't know, but like, have you learned anything about, magical tattoos? I've been wondering about those lately, because, well, I knew someone in my tribe who knew how to make them, but I never got to learn from them before things went to shit.
I've heard about them, but I've never actually met anybody who had one. Where I came from, they were just sort of the thing you heard about. Like everybody, kind of the equivalent of when you're in grade school, everybody has an uncle who works at Nintendo, but nobody's ever actually met anyone who works for Nintendo. And it was kind of the
What?
same thing with magical tattoos. Everybody's uncle apparently had one, but I've never seen
Nintendo,
one.
is that like a tattoo artist?
Never mind.
Well, I mean,
I-
I don't know. Maybe I could scrounge around in Inland Point.
Didn't work for Atari.
If you could help me search, that would be appreciated. I just feel like you were maybe the most reasonable person to ask of all of us about this sort of stuff.
I don't know much, I'm afraid. Like I said, all the magic I know, it just sort of comes to me. I've studied a little bit about application and theory, and so all of my studies are about what other people have used magic to do. But all of my own magic, it just kind of happens. I haven't earned it. I practice it to make sure that whatever I can hit what I'm aiming at, but it's not something. Some people study their whole lives to be wizards, and I'm not one of those people.
I guess.
Lucky.
You hit what you're aiming at.
Well,
Maybe I just haven't hit my growth spurt yet with that stuff.
in-
Well, I
in
kind of have
fairness-
hit my growth spurt, but the
Were
other
you
growth
aiming at
spurt-
yourself?
I don't really throw firebolts around. I pick at someone and try and I don't know, make them have a headache or make them lose concentration on whatever they're doing. I haven't really had to aim anything yet. I'm a little nervous. I feel like I'm getting close to the level of magical talent where I might be able to summon fireballs, and I'm a little nervous that I'll be able to hit what I'm aiming at. Magic missiles are easy; those lock on to whatever you're thinking about.
You'll be
But
fine
actually-
as long as you close the door.
Fair enough.
That's what I said. Crystal yells from across the ship.
Crystal, you closing the door was the equivalent of me covering my eyes and saying there's no enemies because I can't see them.
Yeah, and then there weren't enemies, and then we blew them up.
Whatever.
Coin, it's gonna do a little head math on how long it'll probably take to get to endpoint. Or I don't think we'll get to Enlin Point in one trip, right? So, because it's still pretty far, if I
One
recall.
day, no. You guys are going to take another 3 days to get there.
You will see Coin pull out his map and look at it. He appears to be trying to plan out our next course.
Okay.
So, assuming that we're not making it, we have rations. If we wanted to beeline, would we have the rations for that?
Do you have
Just
the rest of the 3
theoretically.
days?
Yeah.
I think so.
I thought
I think
so.
we have a
I
lot
thought we
of
had, like, a
rations right
month.
now. Yeah, I thought we stocked up.
I think we have closer to a week, but it's
We
still enough to get there.
We stocked up, and we also have the flag of the Protectorate. So, I mean, sure, there could be other dangers in the waters, but at least we're not going to get haggled by the Protectorate if we try to make a straight path towards it.
I don't have any markings on it, so I'm trying to memorize where we are. We're
Where you guys just got done with Crab Island, right about here.
okay. So
I have a blank map that you guys were marking on. Here we go.
All right. So yeah, whether or not anyone is, I assume people are nearby. Coin is gonna like speak up and say,
So what's our plan? I think we have the ration. We could just go straight to Inland Point. I don't really remember this shoreline too well.
you could tell he's bluffing a little as if he knows the area.
But there might be a point we could stop. I don't really see a reason to. And the sooner we get
He like stomps his foot twice.
off the ship, the happier I am. So I'm all for just going straight to Inland.
Agreed.
I want to get my pay.
And he'll look at it's Crystal at the wheel, right?
At the moment.
I'll point at Crystal.
You know how to get there?
Well, do you?
Well, someone's gonna have to know.
I feel like Allier seems to know these things.
Coin will pull out his compass and look at it and provide a general direction to Crystal,
Okay.
which I recall we came to this island from the south, right?
Correct. So you want to go southeast, correct?
So Coin will look at the compass and go to Crystal, show it, and be like,
Southeast. We gotta stay in this general vicinity.
he says with his hand out to the ocean ahead.
Good.
Got it.
With her high survival check already, she's going to be able to drive the ship all the way to sunset. So you guys got a good 5 hours here to do whatever you would like aboard the ship.
Is Crystal able to teach while sailing?
She could try.
I'd like to just start like mucking about with some ropes that I was definitely taught how to use before. Definitely wasn't taught how to use before. I'm helping.
Alright. So, Crystal, I need you to roll an intelligence check. You do have advantage on this thanks to Bryn.
Mm-hmm.
So an intelligence check to try to teach Tati. All right. So with a 10, the communication breaks down in the way
Survival
that
checks before.
yes, but she's never tried to teach anybody anything. We're gonna have to survival if she was able to teach anything. So
Saphira taught with survival.
okay, fine. Crystal, roll a survival check to teach Tati about driving a ship.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Okay. So, Tati, you will put a second check mark upon learning how to drive a ship.
I just want to say a
Oh, you
huge
meant like
portion,
under and then over. I got it.
a huge percentage of my magical repertoire are effects that increase the odds of a favorable outcome. Silvery barbs, headache, fairy fire, enhanceability, and I feel like every damn time that I burn a spell slot to increase the odds of something going on, it doesn't fucking work.
so true.
Crystal rolled 2 intelligence checks with enhanceability, rolled 2 extra dice, didn't roll above a 10 either time with advantage.
Well, Crystal's got a -1 in intelligence.
No, talking about the dice roll.
It's not about the modifier. It's about
Yeah.
using silvery barbs to cancel a crit, and then we get another freaking crit.
I just want to tell a story, guys. I tell you, they do.
They see you attempting to mess with their choices, and they take it personally.
Dice have feelings.
There's a reason why, as a GM, I never hide my dice. I hate the whole hide dice thing. I love having dice towers where it's like, there they go. All right, so, is there anything you guys would like to do before sunset?
While there's still light, I'm gonna try and read through the books with the markings on them that we took
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll
I
an
meant to
We could
investigation.
tell
also
you.
ask Saphir to take a look at some of those books as well, actually.
Okay.
Can
I'd like.
I take a peek?
Can
I
also read them?
I don't think
Yep.
there's very much in them, but if you want,
As far as Saphira can tell, most of these books are encoded in some way. Ruzid, you recognize that this is just accounting.
Ah, this is like their
because
ledger.
of what Saphira does for a living.
Saphir, I think this is a ledger.
a legend, did you say?
Ledger. It's when you do the keep track
Ledger.
of transactions. I think Coin told me about them a while back.
Ah, oh, we have something similar.
I think we really could have used a
What
ledger
was
as a tribe now that I think about it, but that's another story.
This
Coin is
method,
at the front of the
this,
ship.
this method, this method's
those
quite
curious.
strange. It seems to be taking the assets as they're promised versus as they're received. That's unusual.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of unusual things about the people we had to deal with down there.
I meant to tell you guys. My aunt Evie knows about that butterfly symbol.
What does it mean?
I mean, it's a signature. It's the sign that someone's given themselves instead of a name. But my aunt's run into it a few times because apparently the butterfly person's been buying up land all over Restrin.
So some sort of speculation.
Gossip, mostly, but pretty reliable ones. My aunt was bought out of a really nice seaside chateau.
No, I'm talking about the Persities. Speculation.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, something's up, I guess. You said they got bought out? What, did they offer a really high price? Something above market?
I think it was sold before Evie got haha, Evie, EEVI.
It got sold before what?
Auntie Evie had lined up a beachside chateau, but before the deal went through, before she handed the money over, it was sold to a butterfly person. And when she followed up to see why this butterfly person had made the deal, they said she's been the butterfly has been buying land all over the place. It
So I
doesn't
assume
seem
they've
very
been paying a
consistent.
big price.
I don't know. I
I
don't
mean-
think my auntie Evie really pays prices. So
What?
Well,
What?
good on her.
So you're saying they steal?
no, I'm saying people just give Auntie Evie the things that she wants. They're happy to do so.
You know, I wish everyone just gave me the things I want.
Well, it didn't work out in this case.
Well, you're sort of an interesting aunt.
Oh, yes. A few of them.
A few? Huh. Big family, I guess. Though I guess I had a really big family too. But... don't want to talk too much about that.
Crystal took like a stack of records off the desk, like before we went into combat. Can she pull that out and try to read them?
Sure.
You know,
Let's roll your investigation, please. All right. As you are reading them, you open them up. It's a whole bunch of names, numbers, and slang that you don't recognize. I mean, it's readable, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense without context. So it's like reading someone else's medical history.
Okay.
you know, I hope to see my brother Vogo again. I mean,
A Vogo?
Vogo, yeah. They during the fight, they managed to save me. I fell in battle trying to defend the tribe, and when I woke up, I saw his face, but it was only for a moment, and then I woke up again and he was gone.
I thought your whole tribe had died.
Not everyone. Some escaped, probably. I mean, it's hard to kill an entire tribe. Every last kobold.
Especially if they're all like you.
Well, thanks.
All right. Well, the sun will slowly descend behind the ship, and you guys watch as a beautiful sunset graces the clouds above you and reflects off the water. Is there anything you guys want to do before setting watch? And if you guys want to set watch, who would be taking the first watch?
I have a question that will
Yes, sir.
define whether or not Coin takes watch. So it's sundown, right?
Correct.
Is the sky pretty?
Yeah.
Is the moon visible?
With the clouds at the moment. Let's find out how cloudy it is.
Doesn't have to be full visible, but just, you know, some luminescence.
There's luminescence, yes.
Coin will find some novelty in the misty, cloudy sky, and he'll at some point walk to, you know, in earshot. I'll be like, well, if we're taking watch, I'll go ahead and stay up a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone want to keep watch with a Coin?
I'll say that Bryn, from a role-playing perspective, Bryn has had a really bad day, being knocked out twice, and also he feels responsible for the bad guys getting away because they were basically let go in order to save Bryn. So Bryn is probably already sound asleep. He'll take watch if somebody wakes him up, but he has probably been asleep through most of the evening.
Allie will gladly come up and watch with Coin as she can drive the ship and let Crystal get a nap in.
Okay.
So, as you guys are on deck and going to take first watch, everybody else going to sleep?
I
Alright, so pull up.
Meditation.
Okay, meditating. Got it. So,
Coin will be at the middle of the ship. He'll be sketching somewhat on sort of a loose piece of paper. It's not a full landscape. He just sort of has a piece of paper where he'll draw random stuff.
nice. Okay.
And part of it is him just doodling the sky right now.
Awesome. Let's get a perception check and a performance from you both. Okay. You are being highly perceptive and noticing all the details, and what you draw is recognizable as the sunset that you are seeing.
Coin seems to have a little morale boost. He's like, yeah, I did it.
Allier is simply busy driving the ship and kind of just keeping an eye out in general. But it will grow dark, and the weather will get a little colder. Not uncomfortably so, but a little cooler. And, yeah. Nothing happens until midnight, which is when you would be replacing the watch. Who would you like to wake up, Coin?
Nobody conveyed that they were looking to get up, so Coin will stand up, stretch it for a second, and think. He gets the impression Bryn kind of needs the rest. Is Tati already up deck just meditating?
Yep. I don't go down below there. It smells bad.
All right. I think Coin already knows this. When Tati's meditating, to take watch, she would need to be reminded, right? Like, you need to get poked awake.
Yes. You know that Tati usually needs to have direct instruction.
Yeah, that's true. Coin's gonna walk over to Tati. She's back. Hey, Tati.
Yes.
Tati.
Yeah?
My watch is over. It seems like
Oh.
some of them have had a pretty hard day. You want to take the next one?
Yeah, I think I could sail the ship.
Well, I meant the watch. But you can talk that out with Allie. At this
Is
point,
Allie staying up?
I didn't ask her.
Okay.
And
Again, if you like, I slept all day while you were on the island.
you do not need to drive, Kati. But,
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out. Anything goes up.
Will do.
And, at the end of your shift, get someone. I think Coin already mentioned that Bryn's under the weather, so he's like, I don't know. Coin just infers who, like, might be a good guest for next watch. And then he will go under deck.
Okay. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Don't go
You're
down
good.
there, man.
And if you notify Pitney that she's supposed to stop smoking while you're down there, she will stop.
He will. So Coin still has his eyes on, like, that's my part of the ship. I got my office space, my area. When I go down there, everyone's got to be mindful. So he will make it aware to Pitney. It's like, lights out.
Okay.
Then he'll go to his area. You'll hear him, like, when you fan the door to get smoke out of your kitchen? He's
Yep.
like doing that. He's like, and he closes it. And you'll this is just Coin. I don't think anyone notices, but he'll pull his bucket out of the bag and realize it's empty. He'll be like, ah, damn. And then he'll just put it to the side and just conk out in, like, his room area.
All right.
Maybe he'll even, like, get in his bucket, but it's, without water. And
Sure.
then just count his coins till he falls asleep.
Gotcha.
Count,
All right.
That's just going.
counts his
Some
coin.
people count sheep. Coin counts coins.
Hachi, can I get a perception check from you as you were keeping watch this evening?
Yeah. I'll stand up and draw on another death mask. It's actually the same one, just with the spiral pattern.
Okay.
And give myself perception. That is a 4.
Okay. So, as the mask goes over your eyes, you lose vision on the sea.
So the mask gives me proficiency in perception. So I'm probably just looking real close at something that's not the same. Like, I never really saw just how good Skinny looks. Like when I was in there, like it was all like banged up and dirty. But now that we're out here, Skinny looks so good on the front of our ship. Like this was such a good choice that we made.
That's about right.
There's like I can hear like a little whistling between the rib bones. Just on the one side.
Yeah. So, Allier's perception check for this watch. Hopefully, it's significantly better. Ahem.
It's not a very aerodynamic figurehead now that I think about it.
It's great. It's so good.
Yeah. So, you guys will make it through the night. Yeah. You
We'll
have
make it
not
through the
hit any
night.
rocks.
We'll
It
make it.
gets to be 4 a.m. Would you like to wake anyone else up, or are you good to stay up for the rest of the watch?
I am. Elliot, do you want to take a break?
She nods. I'm getting a little tired. Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna do a eeny meeny real quick. Does everyone else other than Coin and Bryn sleep up deck?
Yeah, Crystal's up deck.
Yeah, Briz is on the deck as well. They don't really like the fumes.
Crystal can't go below deck.
Hold on.
Eeny meeny.
I'm really doing eeny meeny.
Uh,
Alright, Crystal. I'm gonna go wake the horse up.
How do you
Centaur.
wake the centaur up?
When you sleep, do you sleep like sprawled out, like laying down? Do you sleep standing up? What's going on over here?
She's laying down. She's pretty much just sprawled out across the deck. Like anyone crossing the deck would have to step over her hair or a hoof or something.
So she's full on sideways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. She looks dead.
Yeah, you're comfortable. Don't kick her.
Does look dead. I'm gonna go creep over, real creepy.
Does she have her hair like the full halo look?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like fully behind her.
Crystal, don't go to the shadow. Come back.
Crystal's gonna wake up and headbutt
She's rolling an arm strength.
Tati's knocked out and loses another level.
All right, so fortunately, Tati was able to dodge that.
I got my perception mask. I saw it coming.
Oh my god, Tati! Are you wearing the mask?
Yeah.
Crystal's gonna get up as fast as possible and just start screaming.
What? We're not being. Stop!
There's a ghost! There's a ghost! Take it over the ship! Where's the crab?
I'm gonna look around for the ghost.
Everybody starts waking up at 4 a.m.
I hear ghost. I have always wanted to be a part of a pirate ghost story. Where is it?
I don't. I think Crystal's dreaming. There's no ghost.
Tati? Oh my god. What are you wearing?
Hello. Pick the mask up and it just like disappears when I take it off my face. I just look down at the same clothes I've been wearing this whole time. It's your turn for steering. Sailing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's steering. 10 and 2. Remember we talked about it. 10 and 2 steering.
Well, I was saying I could do it, but Coin preferred to have you or Saphira Allier manage for now, probably. I'm sure he's going to be
evenly distributed choices there.
Crystal's going to walk past.
All right.
She's going to walk past Tati. As Tati's talking and just roll her eyes. She's going to telekinetically slap her upside the head.
Ow! Oh, the ghost!
Okay.
All right. So everyone gets a long rest, but is woken up at 4
Barely.
a.m. Congratulations, everyone. You've woken up before the dawn. The dawn breaks. It's not particularly pretty. It's just sun comes up, yellow sun shining across the beautiful blue ocean. Ocean must be pretty deep here to be this dark blue. But you guys are headed southeast, according to the direction of the sun, which is off to your left. You guys are on track to continue going. Is there anything you guys would like to do this morning?
Just so I know, you probably don't have an exact answer. Do you know when we arrived at the drug island time-wise?
You guys arrived at the Crab Island at 4 o'clock. You guys left the drug island at 7 o'clock.
Okay. Just checking my 24 hours. So I believe Coin will wake up as normal.
Yep. You are plenty hydrated, I guess would be a good way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Coin will come up and he'll say, "Oh, we're still on the water. That's good."
Hey, but there's a ghost.
Crystal's like draped over the wheel, like rolling her eyes.
I think your watch is over, Crystal.
No, nope, we just got here.
When your eyes are closed, the watch is also closed.
Where is
Alleyway.
Coin right now?
He's should be kind of getting out of the hatch, and then standing in the middle.
Coin, where do you keep your fishing gear?
Fishing gear? I mean, I got my bag, and then I got the bag of holding.
Have you ever done fishing before?
I actually have to think back because we got the fishing rod from that island. I don't know if I ever threw that in my inventory, but it would be there. I just don't know if I wrote it down.
It's not there.
Coin-
Please put it there.
At 4 in the morning, I would like to go searching through Coin's things to find a fishing rod and find out about fishing.
Would it be a fishing tackle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coin. He's still waking up, so he's still a little like waking up. But he's like, I think it's my bag.
Fishing
My
tackle would include fishing rod, reel, line, bait, hooks.
Gotcha. My bad.
weights, everything.
I got trolled by that guy, so I forgot when it actually got moved from all the things. Yeah, so you will find a fishing tackle in his personal bag.
Trolling is another fishing term that we'll go into later.
Coin will say to Tati, having her ask, they'll be like,
I've done spear fishing before. I had like
Spear
a hobby.
fishing?
I had a hobby
Is
of
there a
you know.
spear?
I don't have a spear anymore.
Oh.
I just used to do a lot of shore diving, looking for something, and you end up having a lot of time catching fish too.
I want to do spear fishing.
I don't have my spear anymore. That shit broke.
Now, have you done fishing with one of these?
with a tackle.
I'm waving like a rod and a reel around.
I have to think about that. I don't think Coin would have himself, but he knows what a tackle is. It's like,
It's not my way. It's not my preferred fishing way. I kind of like being in the water more. I know how to use it, probably.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna try to put it together.
Okay. Roll a survival check with just straight, I guess.
Man, everything out here is survival.
It's hard to survive.
Coin.
Tati, you're going to take 1 point of damage as a fish hook embeds itself in your index
I want-
finger.
As Coin is waking up and hearing the idea of fishing, he's gonna get a bit more interested, and he's gonna, seeing Tati fish hook herself, he's gonna be like,
You need some help.
and he's gonna try and help her set it up.
It only went through the fleshy bit. It didn't go through the nail.
I think. I feel like I'd rather have it through the nail. I don't even have nails.
So,
Now, the
Mr.
nail's
Coin,
a terrible place.
Yeah, Mr. Coin gets the fishing tackle all set up and starts fishing. Within matter of seconds, you got a bite. Need you roll
Oh,
an
wow.
athletics check.
Coin's gonna turn to Tati as he's reeling in. He's gonna say,
Hey, Tati. How much you want to bet it's over 15 pounds?
A gold coin. It's gonna be under 15 pounds.
Easy.
I already rolled
Yeah.
it.
"Did you say athletics?"
Yep. Okay. Cool. Do you want to make a show of landing the fish?
Yeah. Coin's feeling a little boisterous. He's trying to like really fly this thing in the air.
Cool. So as you are pulling in the fish, it will jump. You will see a streak of silver slide past the ship. It's about
Whoa.
4 feet long. you catch a glimpse of 1-inch long teeth in a very large mouth, about 8 inches long is just the mouth. A large dorsal fin cuts through the water, not a shark. The powerful body of this creature slides past in a blink and then dives down into the darkness of the ocean, pulling on the line. Coin, you got a good hook on it. You're going to fight this fish. How long would you like to fight the fish for?
As long as the line will allow it. He will say as it pokes out, "Oh, that's definitely over 15."
Is that a fish? Is that a real fish?
Get out of the way! I want to reel this one in.
No. It's part of the bet. He says, continuing to try and pull it out. He's going to go as long as willing. Like, he's committed to it.
Oh shit!
The fish jumps a good 5 foot long silver, what looks like a silver tube, jumps out of the water and nearly impacts the ship itself before splashing nearby. After 30 minutes of fighting the fish is tired out. It is tuckered out. It is just basically drifting next to the ship. And you're able to pull it in if you'd like.
Yep. Coin is going to. He's getting that on the deck of the ship.
You have caught a king mackerel that weighs 16 pounds.
Holy shit!
Coin hoists it up, or it gets up on the ship. He plops it down, puts a foot on it, does sort of like a triumphant pose on it. He's like,
you just Captain Morgan a fish.
Yes. And he goes, "I don't have a scale, but that's definitely over 15.
God, that fish is bigger than you. Or kind of bigger than me, too.
What kind of fish? Do fish have teeth?
I saw this thing. Tried to take a bite of my line, I think.
I'm gonna get real close and try to see
Oh,
if
yeah,
there's fish
the
teeth.
bigger they are, the harder they reel.
What?
It
The
doesn't
question is, does any of us actually know how to cook this thing?
matter. Not my problem.
he says, turning to Tati. And he says,
I want.
I want the ship to cook.
I
So
will produce
don't-
a gold coin.
he takes it and he says,
I'll take it off your debt.
and then
Thank you.
he pockets the coin.
Will
Then
you show?
You may notice he's got a gold coin in his mouth that he will do a little flip with, catch it, and put it back in his mouth.
What?
Not the one you handed, but like you can tell he's like a little proud of it. Like,
Knew I got it.
Will you show me how to do that?
I can show you how to reel them in. So part of it's just luck on if they take a bite.
I'm really
What?
lucky.
Oh, you think you can pull in another big one, don't you?
He'll hold up the fishing rod to her, and he'll try to instruct her on like, the specifics of what's the
Not
tension.
hooking your finger with a
Yeah.
hook. Yeah.
Not impacting your own hand. And anything Tati might not know about fishing. About like you don't pull the line until it snaps. You let go, pull, all that.
I know nothing about fishing.
Okay.
Well, that's what Coin's gonna show you.
Can I get you to roll survival with advantage because Coin's helping you?
Survival again.
All right. So it takes a little while, about 30 minutes or so, but yeah, you'll get a bite, and you have hooked a fish. Need you to
Coin.
roll an athletics check, please.
Coin, I got one.
Oh, you got one on the line. I'll get it on the ship.
Whoa! Oh! It's heavy. It's way heavier than I thought.
Don't snap the line.
The stick is gonna break.
You want me
You
to
gotta-
help?
You got to release it if it gets too tense. You can let them swim away. You can pull them back after.
Yeah, you can release the rod and give it to me.
Coin just doesn't even acknowledge her.
Ruzan
will
looks at
accept-
Toddy like, give me a rod.
I'm going to attempt to follow Coin's instructions while also holding the rod just a little bit away from Ruzid because it's mine and I got it.
Ruzid
So-
looks disappointed.
As you are pulling in what must be a whale,
Oh my god.
you reel in and you hear the line spin out from the reel. You reel in and it spins out from the reel again. You're not gaining on this thing. And after, oh goodness, it's got to be a solid 60 seconds. The fish comes to the surface. It's a little red panfish.
It's pretty.
Wait.
I got a pretty one.
That's what's pulling your line?
You are reeling it in, and the fishing pole is bending because the fish is not in the water. You are literally suspending the fish off the side of the boat as this 2-pound fish comes over the side onto the ship.
Coin puts
I
his
got one.
head over the side. He's like,
Sure, like, that wasn't in its mouth. And, like, the big thing let go.
Think I got 2 on my first try?
It's still not on the ship yet. It's next to the ship.
She will
Oh.
successfully get it onto the ship without breaking the line or losing the fish. But this,
But the big fish that was
Well-
eating this one went away.
yes, the perceived big fish got away.
and Coin's gonna look at it and just be like,
I'll be damned. You got one.
You know, okay, can I just have a try? On my own?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruzid's turn.
Ruzid?
Have you done fishing before, Ruzid?
No.
So,
Ah.
as Ruzid goes to cast, the hook finds its way into the sail.
Oh no.
Coin just looks
Guys, I
up
think I
and-
got something!
That's a big one, buddy. That thing's at least 75 feet long.
Ruzid, roll an athletics check, please, to reel the line in. With a 23, Ruzid reels the line in, and he watches his feet leave the ground.
Guys!
He
Guys!
reels himself up to the sail.
Oh.
Oh.
I
I'll,
want
I'll get
I
you.
want to watch him let go, but this fishing roll is going to still be up there.
I think Bryn
Uh,
wasn't paying attention before, but he's definitely paying attention
I
now.
guess I could try again. I guess I could
Coin
try
yells
again.
up to Ruzid.
Don't worry, I'll get a stick and knock you down.
Ruzid looks down and is like, they're gonna like unhook the thing from the sail and try to like brace themselves for the fall. I don't know if it's an acrobatics check or something.
Yeah, that's the acrobatics, yeah. Alright, so you won't hurt yourself, but it is a hard landing carrying a fishing pole and hook and stuff.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
you had the first motion perfect,
Wow.
where you
One
reeled it
more
back,
try.
but
One
you're
more try.
supposed to throw it forward.
Oh, okay. Okay. Throw it forward. Throw it forward. I thought I was throwing it forward.
So it's misleading. You got to hold the thing, in. You want to let go when you swing it back, but you got to let go when you swing it forward.
Okay. 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 This time for sure.
Ruzid, roll an insight check, please.
Did you say Bryn?
Ruzid,
Down at
no.
12.
Ruzid, with a 12, you realize that you have just hooked the sail once again.
God damn it!
Don't reel the line.
Coin says,
Can
Coin-
you like climb up the sail or something? I don't know.
as you
Don't
say that,
climb?
Coin is walking up to the pole and finds sort of a good way to jump to the sail where the hook is.
Sure.
And he'll unhatch it or unhook it, let it drop
Yep.
down. He'll hop back to the pole, climb down,
So,
and
so,
Ruzid should be able to just
so
reel it in.
I mean, third time's the charm, right? Like you're the lucky guy, right?
Maybe
I mean,
it's
gonna walk
way
up to
off
him.
the edge.
I'm done. I'm
He's
not
gonna walk
trying
up to him
again
and
after
say,
this.
Maybe this time, instead of a full swing back, you just sort of like, swing it to your side very lightly.
Okay.
Or just hold it over the side and drop it.
If I hit the sail again, this time, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. But I'll give it one more try.
I'm gonna stand behind Ruzit and try to flop the sail.
Hold on. Before anything,
Fishing
Coin
pole
says.
has gone into the water.
Coin just watches deadpan. Coin starts giving a golf clap, and he's gonna say,
I'm impressed. You didn't fall in.
You didn't see that, right?
But that was better than my first try.
What? See my what was it? 3 silver just fly off the ship? Yeah, I did see that.
I mean, you're gonna get to pay the 1,000 gold when you arrive. It'll be fine.
Ah,
Coin, you can
1,000
see
gold
him,
and 3
right?
silver from your
There's a
share.
fishing pole floating on the surface.
Ruzit like scrounges around in his like pockets and he gives Coin 3 silver.
well, hold on. Before that, Coin is gonna look at the pole, the speed of the ship, and he's gonna ascertain whether he can go get it himself, swim-wise. If it's
Need
we're
an
moving back.
athletic check from Ruza to find out how far he threw the fishing pole.
Oh no.
Please whiff it.
I rolled a 4.
It's not too far. You
But it
can
did
technically go out there and get it if you wanted to try to go.
I was waiting for that nat 20. That
Coin's
would've been
gonna put
epic.
his hand up to Ruzit's money, and he's just gonna say, I got this. And then he's gonna do a dive off the side and
Oh.
try and get the fishing pole himself.
Watch out for
I
fish.
guess
Some of them have teeth.
I guess I am done fishing, but not the way I expected.
The water is cold as you swim out to the fishing pole. Thankfully, you did buy a very nice fishing pole with a cork handle, so the handle floats. It is point downward. As you reach the fishing pole, Coin,
Yeah.
You grab a hold of it, and I need you to roll a perception check real quick. Awesome. Coin,
Yeah, awesome.
see a number of very bright, shiny objects swim right past you. They're no longer than 8 inches. A whole bunch of fish just swim. 100,000 of them just swim right past you. Couple of
Coin.
them jump.
Coin's
I'd like to say
Paying attention.
Bryn's keeping an eye on Coin as he's floating in the water. I probably can't see everything that he sees, but I'd like to be watching Coin.
Absolutely. You can see a variety of small bait fish have just an entire school. A large bait ball has swam directly over Coin, and some of the fish are jumping around him. Roll
Does
a
Coin-
nature check, Bryn.
Okay.
Start swimming.
No, I don't think I know. Don't think I
Okay.
know much about fish.
Does Coin notice anything about these fish that is of note? Like, wow, they're particularly
Let's-
shiny. Like, this is
Roll
valuable.
a nature check about these.
Oh, hang on.
Coin. These are very common bait fish. You usually catch these with nets, and they're usually hunted by things like swordfish and marlin and very large predatory fish that are very powerful and fast.
That is true. Coin's gonna see the bait fish, and they're in a hurry, and he's gonna.
I'm not gonna stick around.
And then he tries to grab the fishing pole. He seems hurried on his swim back.
Need you to roll a survival check, please.
Oh no.
Nice.
Coin, you feel a tug on your fishing pole.
Ah, crap.
Do you wish to hold on to your fishing pole, or do you wish to let go?
Coin, so I imagine his momentum stops. He gets pulled. He's not going to immediately let go. He's going to sink a little
Mine
underwater.
starts going out. Yep.
He's going to look backwards and see, can he see what's on the other end of it? As a grung.
Yeah, as a grung,
As a
you
grung.
go under the water to take a peek. You see what appears to be a barrel-sized diameter fish. And it's got a very sharp upper fin that is just smoke black from the top to the bottom where it turns white. The fin at the back end of this fish has to be 6 feet tall. And out the front of the fish, as it turns, you feel the line attached to it leave bubbles in the water behind the line as it's moving so fast. You see that it has a 4-foot long nose on it that looks like a rapier.
So Coin's gonna make a couple quick.
Marlin.
He's gonna make a few quick assertions. So above all, his priority is he does not want to get stranded from his ship. So if at any point he feels like I cannot get back to my ship, I know they'll probably circle around for me, but I don't want to get stranded at sea. With that in mind, he's going to do a quick assertion of is this something he could climb the line to, whack a few times and knock out, or is it a really beefy enemy, a fish that's not going to let go easy?
Oh, what would be a good bravery check?
There is a third option, but I'm waiting.
Let's have this be a wisdom saving throw because this is a dumb idea.
I'm gonna take a wisdom saving throw, and then
All right.
I'm gonna use my lucky to roll it again.
Okay. So, boy,
19.
you know that trying to physically jump on top of a 900-pound fish and fight it hand to hand is probably not ideal.
Probably
However, because you have rolled so well on your wisdom saving throw, you have the option of do you have anything sharp to cut the line with?
Yeah, my teeth, right? Grung,
Okay.
they have sharp teeth,
Yeah,
if I
sure.
remember.
You could cut the line. You could try to climb the line towards the fish, which will be an encounter that we'll go through if you want to go through that. Or you can let go of the fishing pole.
I get the vibe. Coin knows that it's going to be a lot of trouble trying to fight this fish. He wants to, but
And I will tell you that he sees that 4-foot long nose, and that could be turned into a weapon.
that's exactly what he's thinking. He's thinking about his cousin that got impaled by a marlin.
What's this
What
cousin's
was
name?
his name?
Yeah, he
All these cousins with unfortunate deaths.
hold on, let me look it up.
I'll say Bryn has observed Coin go under the surface. He's gonna wait for a few seconds before reacting in some capacity. But Bryn is nervous that
3
that's
seconds.
I
He's
definitely
going to have this look, and then his head's going to pop up after 3 seconds. So it's not a long wait.
yeah.
But we're going to then decide what happens because this is going to be fun.
I'm gonna start feeling really guilty if this doesn't go well for them.
His name
No.
is Doofisfeet. Doofisfee.
That's an excellent name.
Dooff.
Doofisfee. It's fish food backwards. Yeah, he's gonna see that and he's gonna think, "Fuck that," and then he's gonna start gnawing the line
All
with
right.
his sharp grung teeth.
All right. So as you chew on the line, I need you to roll an athletics. No, this would be acrobatics check, as the line is pulled and you are trying to bite down on it.
Yeah, there is a lot of tension.
Yeah. All right. So,
There's
Coin,
more tension in Coin's mind.
as you grab the line with both hands to put your teeth down on it, the fishing pole hooked under your left arm, the line goes taut. And with your high acrobatics check, your feet, with their lovely flippers,
Yeah.
rise to the surface of the water. And you're being tugged along sideways on the surface of the water skiing behind a marlin.
Typical day. Coin.
I need you to do an unarmed strike against the fishing line. Just got to beat a 10. You bite through the line.
Big chop.
You fall
chomp
into the
chop.
water. The marlin swims away and chases the bait fish. The people on board the ship you guys see that Coin was dragged a grand total of 45 feet away because the Marlin only got half a movement.
Coin, as he notices he's not being pulled anymore, he's just gonna stop and start just paddling his way back to the ship.
All right. You'll
What
make
was
your way back to the ship. Crystal, are you driving the ship right now, or is Tati?
I am.
Crystal walk away from the wheel to watch this.
No, Crystal was fully asleep at the wheel.
The ship is drifting away from you, Coin.
Coin's gonna take a dash. She is hurriedly trying to get back.
Okay. So
He still has the line in his hand, the rod.
Okay. So
He hasn't
I'm
done
going to
it.
say because you have the fishing pole in your hand, you're moving at half speed. The
Yeah.
boat is moving parallel to you, and you're not able to get closer to it.
I'm
Step
gonna
of the
rush
wind.
over to the wheel.
Anyone have anything they want to do to help Coin get onto the ship?
If you
What
look
was
to the
that
side,
thing?
you'll
Yeah,
hear
I'm-
Coin's.
Yeah, I'm-
Is that grung language? Will you teach me grung language later?
He like
Really?
dives under. Just take a breath.
Who just looks
still
down at
can.
the water and like looks up, looks at the other crew members, and is like, "I'm not going in there."
Is does Coin look visibly distressed at this point?
He's not like panicking, but he's like swimming. He's putting all his energy just to keep up.
Yeah.
Can Coin? I don't imagine this is even possible, but he's gonna think to himself, "Can I throw the rod from the water and get it onto the ship?"
That would be a hell of a toss.
It
Is
would be.
Coin within-
You
is
need
Coin-
Ruse athletics checks to
Oh,
do
we got a
that.
fucking
Yeah.
frog door on this thing.
You'll need a 30.
Fogdor is 20 athletics, sure.
Frog door.
Crystal,
Yeah.
can you slow down the boat a little bit?
He hasn't thrown it yet because he's thinking like, if I don't get on the ship, it's just gonna be even worse.
Right.
So he's still swimming, waiting. He's like, "Someone throw me a fucking rope!"
I'm gonna go see if Crystal will slow the boat down.
Ruse looks for a rope to throw.
Crystal's
There are
still
ropes you
asleep.
can throw.
Ruse grabs a rope and then he holds onto one end and tries to throw it out towards.
All right, roll your athletics check, please. Rope's easy to throw. All right. So it lands about halfway.
Crystal, have you gone to the Shadow Realm?
Oh my god, she's an absolute.
I think
She's
this
gonna
might be.
headbutt Toddy again.
Can
Desperate.
Bryn roll for insight to determine whether Seatoad is actually in trouble or not?
He's not going to die. He is in water. There
Don't
are.
notice, I'm not getting chased.
Yeah, you're not being chased. The large predatory fish are not looking for grunts. Well, you know what? You are a grung.
I have a
Is-
question.
Well, aren't grungs poisonous? So like, wouldn't they be a bad food?
Yeah, but a fish might not know. So I have a
Fish
question.
may not know that when
I
they hit
can't-
with the bill. Good.
I have a few geometric questions. So, am I next to the ship, but I can't like get closer without it speeding ahead?
You're currently swimming, trying
Parallel?
to keep up with the ship parallel. If you try to go closer to it, you're going to slowly fall behind.
Okay,
You're-
but
Step of the wind.
no, okay, not so. If I try and go closer and the ship
Yeah.
gets ahead, can I tag the side of it with my hand, even at the back end? Because I do have sticky fingers. Coin's going to
70
think at
feet
some point,
long.
seeing this rope, he's like, "I have to get on. They're not gonna get me on," and he's
You
gonna
know,
think, like,
as-
"Can I tag the back?"
As you, let's roll another athletics check to swim to touch the back of the ship. Let's do a 15.
Lucky
All right. So as you swim to
Oh,
catch the
he
back,
used luck.
oh,
No,
you use luck on it.
I'll
Okay,
take my luck on that.
you're gonna take your luck. As you go there, the first arm, you swing the arm to touch the back of the ship, and as your arm's reaching, you feel the wind of the ship pass your fingers, But man, you're lucky, and the wave catches you and pushes you forward just a second, and your fingertips do engage the back of the ship.
His first priority is getting the rod above water, so it's not dragging him. And
Sure.
then he's going to try and get his legs stationed so he can sort of do a 3-armed climb.
Sure.
Crystal.
Well, not
Coin
3-armed.
fell
He'll
off
get
the
his
ship.
other hand on as well, but,
Crystal's
you know.
gonna telekinetically lift the rod.
Coin.
Now she's
A
helping.
fishing pole is being yanked out of your grasp.
Coin's going to look in disbelief at this. And you'll
let it
hear
go?
from... Yeah, because he can tell it's going upwards. And
There's the floating again. What the fuck?
Coin's going... You'll hear from the back of the ship, Coin yell, "Perfect timing!"
Ruth at this point is like paranoid. He's just like looking around to try to figure out the source of this. He got a 14. He rolls with advantage with the sight.
Did that shipwright install a haunted figurehead on our ship?
Coin is like on the
That's
back of
such
the
a good
ship.
idea.
That's the.
Coin is
that
out
the
of breath on the
only
back.
thing that has changed in the past day.
Maybe this ship is haunted or something.
You must be a lucky ship to be haunted already.
Coin does not immediately climb up. He's on the back panting and occasionally croaking.
Okay, was it really worth that for 3 silver?
Coin
Let's be honest
climbs.
here.
Assuming
number
like
one,
Ruzit's like
jumping
poking over
overboard
says that.
It's never worth it. Your life,
Unless you need to get 3
your
silver,
life-
then it's worth it apparently.
Coin's climbing
your
up.
life is never worth it. Your life is the most valuable thing you have. Do not put it at risk. Do not put it at risk like that again, Coin.
Coin puts his hand out to Ruzit, still panting.
I lost a hook because of you. Silver. Silver.
Ruzi gives him 3 silver.
Coin takes it.
Okay, so you're not gonna jump in the water all suicidal now?
You're not gonna
What
throw
was
my
that thing
rod
that
over
fr-
the deck anymore?
You
You
know
got
what? Maybe
thrown
maybe
out
my
of the
hand will
water.
slip and I'll throw you off the deck by accident.
Let me go ahead and try.
Ruzi grabs a coin.
No.
One of these coins.
You're now poisoned.
Ruzi stops grabbing coin.
All right.
You should go wash that off.
And walks away.
Try the ocean.
I don't have a response to that.
And then Coin walks to the middle. He looks for where the rod went.
Sure. It's floating next to Crystal.
He walks up to Crystal.
I appreciate that. So that thing that doesn't work when it's underwater, huh?
When what's underwater?
He's pointing at the rod.
When the thing that you're grabbing, it's underwater. I'm glad that you grabbed it when you could, since you couldn't grab it underwater.
Oh,
When I was
yeah, sure, of course. Yep. She's gonna reach up, grab the rod, and hand it back to Coin.
Coin
Sure
gets
thing,
the
anytime.
the feeling he knows the situation, but he's too exhausted to even bother like getting on the case.
like, thanks.
He grabs it, puts it back in his in the bag of holding, which remained
How's-
unopened till now.
How's it
And
feel? Water
so
skiing, though.
cool, guys.
He's like, it was kind of cool for a moment. I wanted to try and like take it out, but it be too complicated.
Besides, you'd make Ruzid feel bad if you caught 2 giant fish.
Well, don't say that. I might jump out for it.
Honestly, at this point, I think I'd be better off trying to catch fish by just diving in the water and wrestling them.
No
Coin says you
one.
can hit them with
God damn it. The rest
about
of
it,
the
like-
campaign is gonna be like, no, going in the water. Okay.
It's a great session. Coin is exhausted. Saphira has bloodshot, and Ruzit is poisoned.
Saphira's like the Smokey the Bear, but with jumping in the water. Oh my god.
Only you can prevent
Alright,
drowning.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
you.
to clarify,
Oh my God.
Ruzid is how long does Ruzid suffer the actual poison
It's
condition?
just a minute. It's just.
Oh, okay.
Saphira, who's at the wheel right now?
Crystal.
Coin. Coin's going to. He's over the rod thing, but he's gonna almost walk away, and then he's gonna turn around.
I couldn't help but notice you didn't turn the ship either.
When?
Coin just
Yeah,
turns around and walks away.
Why would we be turning the ship?
They get increasingly louder as he gets further away. Bizarrely.
Oh my god.
And he walks up to the fish that he caught earlier and Tati caught earlier that are just sitting on the ship. And he just looks at it and he goes,
It was worth it. I don't think it was worth it.
All right. So you guys have caught 2 fish for the day and recovered coin and a fishing pole. You have
We count
learned
as a
that
fish.
Lucid is not a great fisherman.
No.
And situational awareness is not Crystal's strong point.
We also learned that Coin is a fantastic fisherman. He caught
Indeed.
2 giant fish, not even trying.
He also caught a fishing rod.
yeah, these
Also
sharp,
water
I
ski
don't have these
behind
sharp
the
teeth for
marlin.
nothing.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do this morning?
Actually, I think after that scenario, Bryn is going to talk to Coin for a second. So, hey, buddy, when you were swimming alongside,
Hey,
I
buddy.
was watching and I couldn't really tell if you were really in trouble or not because I'm not that great at reading body language and you can't really communicate when you're in the water.
With every passing second of me not being on the ship, I think all of you were in more trouble than I was.
Okay, well that's what I wanted to ask about is because I've been able to fold space and teleport myself for a while, and I think I'm getting good enough at magic where I can start teleporting other people. And I'm wondering
Wow, that
if
would
we
have been really useful, Bryn.
should- Well, I'm wondering if we should.
You
try
can
and
teleport
figure out-
other people?
Coin
don't
says
know,
his flipper's like it's like hitting the floor, like he's sort of stepping in place.
Wow, that's great. You can teleport people now.
I've never tried it, but I'm wondering maybe we should establish some kind of signal for the whole party where if you ever need me to bail you out of a tricky situation.
I think I know a good signal.
He gathers some spit in his mouth.
Oh, wow.
But
I think
Koi,
like,
you're not
someone's-
drowning anymore. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, guys.
Just keep
easy.
tending that wound, Ruzid.
Okay,
There's gonna be a
My-
lot more wounds where that came from.
look. My point
I don't
is,
think he understands what he just said.
maybe it should be obvious to me if you need to get pulled out of trouble, and maybe that's my bad for not recognizing it. But the point is, when you're actually
Yeah,
in
I'll
trouble,
pop my head out and yell Baba Booey, Bryn.
all right,
Actually, I think that would be pretty funny. You should do that.
all right. If that's the signal you want, Bryn just like throws up his hands and walks away. Then, fine.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Bryn, you now have advantage. Bryn has advantage on all insight checks when the words Baba Booey are called.
All right.
Coin does not think anything of it, assuming that Bryn understood that was a joke.
Bryn
So he does not
understand
question it.
that was a joke. And he's
Definitely not.
he's probably in frustration. He throws up his hands and yells to anyone on the ship. All right, from now on, if anybody's really in trouble, yell "Baba Booey" and I'll bail you out of there.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
That's-
Just
You got
just
it.
checking.
Crystal writes
I
it
think
down.
that's
This is a test of the emergency Baba Booey system. Do not be
Crystal
allowed.
writes it. Crystal writes it into the wheel of the ship.
Bryn casts Vortex
Like
Warp on
scratched
Lucid.
Okay.
Whoa!
Wow, Vortex Warp on Ruzid. Where are you putting Ruzid?
Oh, in the water. Definitely overboard.
there was one rule.
Hey, I just
First
wanted.
rule.
You made your greatest mistake. Ruse is too good of a swimmer.
Ruzid, overboard you go. You are soaking wet.
You can make a con save against it if you don't want to go in the water.
The rule of cool says he's in the water.
I need
Okay.
to know. I need to know. Did it make a splash of an audible noise?
Bryn used Arcane Trickster from Pathfinder and did a sneaky spell.
All right. So, and you said did he go into the water or above the water?
So it's according to the reading from the text, the chosen space must be on a surface or in a liquid that can support the target without the target having to squeeze. And I'm interpreting that as into the surface of the water.
No splash.
So Coin won't notice this happened yet.
I mean, Rusid's probably yelling as he gets sucked into
Fuck
the vortex.
you! I'm gonna fucking throw you off the ship! And he's trying to swim back.
And then his
What-
voice just appears further
What's
away
the
all of a
magic
sudden.
word?
Baba Booey! Baba
I cast Vortex Warp a second time and I put him back on the deck.
No, wait. Let me throw him a rope.
It's too late. He said the magic words. He goes in the vortex.
Coin
There's
says that
no-
very
There's
sarcastically.
no negotiation there. There's you say the magic words, you go in the vortex.
Oh,
All right.
oh, no. Oh, okay.
You do this enough times, I may make it into a reaction.
Alright, what's the optimal trade-off of how many second-level spell slots do I have to burn on useless versions of this spell
To convince Eric to give it as a reaction.
before I get a bonus feat that lets me do this as a reaction?
Oh man. I will keep track of how often you guys use Baba Booey Vortex Warp, and at some point, with that condition, I would allow it to be a reaction.
Yeah, as Bryn gets a bit more adept, like with
Yeah.
quickly pulling
Exactly.
Good at it.
I think that's an absolutely fun thing to do for a conditional buff to a spell. I think that's hilarious and fun.
I think it's hilarious. I'm worried it's too strong because a 90-foot reaction speed teleport, even if it eats my reaction, like that's really strong. Although maybe if you judge it that it has to be a genuine emergency when they yell it.
I love the domino effect of Tati and Coin go fishing all the way to we get a react teleport.
It
Unlike-
could be that you could only do it like once a day or something.
I would
Or
make
I-
it
or I-
where it's not even an option. Like if someone
I have to
calls
do
it,
it.
it just happens.
If
Like,
I have a second level spell slot left, I have to instinctively
Yeah.
teleport them
yeah, it would
to a safe place.
as a thing that you would develop. It would be a
Yeah,
reaction.
it would be an instinct. I'd have to do it.
Be like a tick, like a
Yeah.
like a physical.
As ears
That's
pop
where
up.
it would. That's where it would compensate for being
Yeah.
so powerful. Is you will lose your reaction if someone does this.
One of
You
the
don't have
Wilhelm, one of the enemies like says Baba Booey, and then you just hear a Wilhelm scream and they go off a cliff.
Well, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't just dump people into the sky. It has to be.
We're
has to
shadowing.
It has to be onto a solid.
So
surface or
disappointing.
into- yeah.
I mean, the water's good.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
make a Tensor's floating disc that you put them on, and then just suddenly just forget that it was on. You were concentrating on that.
That would be very difficult because Tensor's disc follows you. You don't get to choose where to put it.
Oh.
It follows you around. You could choose to summon it right next to you.
Oh
or
yeah,
to the
put
side.
it over the cliff. Just like-
If you were standing next to a cliff, hypothetically, you could. Oh no, but then Tensor's disc has to float a certain distance above the ground, so then it would just
Yeah,
fail.
Fall. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I don't think there's a way to break that. unless I did a Tensor's Disc, and that's a wizard spell as well, so I'd have to multi-class just to do this. I could put a Tensor's Disc next to me, and then Vortex Warp them on it, and then dive over the cliff myself. And then, even then, if it was more than a 10-foot drop, the Tensor's
It's
Disc
easier
would
than
just
that. You simply put a 2x4 that you've got 1 foot on holding it, and then you teleport onto the 2x4, you let go of the 2x4.
How many times have you done this, Eric?
If you want
Hey,
better
guys,
range,
look,
put
I've
them
been
over
playing
a wall
D&D a
of force.
long ass time. Alright,
Fucking
So-
vortex warp.
yeah, you don't even imagine using 2x4.
Okay.
So, as you guys continue sailing through the day, are you guys going to attempt to cook the fish, or what are you doing with the fish?
Coin, unless someone has a few immediate use, he's gonna try and drag it to where our food storage is.
Okay. Do you have a way to preserve the fish?
I don't think so.
Can we smoke
We don't
it?
have any freezer or cold
That's
technology.
very easy to do at the moment.
Yeah,
Is it?
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I do need a survival check to gut the fish, though.
Coin will offer. He's not like taking the helm with the fish. He's like, all right, we got a fish. Anyone have an idea?
We
'Cause
can
otherwise
smoke
we're-
it.
Unless someone has the chef feat. If someone has chef as a feat, you guys
Nope.
can basically auto-succeed on this.
If only.
Okay.
Coin does not. He's willing to gut it, to try and gut it.
Sure.
I don't think Coin really knows how we would preserve it. So he's open to ideas. He's like, how do we keep this?
Go ahead and roll your survival to gut it. And
We could
get it
just go.
clean.
Actually, this is a big enough fish that as Coin is going to prepare it, I think I'm going to use my last second level spell slot to grace him with the Owl's Wisdom, which gives
Alright.
him which gives him advantage on wisdom-based checks for the next hour.
Awesome. Cool.
So yeah, because this is like enough food to feed all of us for like 2 days. So at least. So I want to make sure we don't screw this up.
Yeah. The 16-pound fish is a big fish, and I put a picture of the fish in Discord for you guys if you want to
Yeah,
actually
that's
see.
a
Big old
that's
fella.
a big honking fish.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a-
a 16-pounder that guy has.
That is a feast even for 7 people.
Oh yeah. So, Coin, you grew up around seafood. You know how
Yeah.
to do these. Going forward, you'll have advantage on cleaning fish.
Usually someone else does this for me.
Yeah. Wow.
So pampered.
Damn.
It's not pampered. It's called having employees. Having a
Okay.
system.
I guess that's why you hired me.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
why
I-
are you getting the fish?
I don't know
With-
how.
With your knowledge of seafood, you could put it down below deck and have this smoked by Pitney Bones.
Oh
I-
yeah, yeah.
I don't want
Object.
Pitney touching this fish.
Object.
I want that on the record.
She doesn't have to touch it.
It's just a smoke. Ambient smoke is
There's
enough.
that much smoke down there that the fish would be smoked by. I mean, it's not going to be the great tasting thing, but
Well, yeah,
you know,
and are we all
Coin
gonna
should
get-
preserve fish?
Are
Coin
we
does
all gonna
not
get
want
high
to.
after eating it?
It's like a
Coin
brownie.
does not want to make an edible.
Yeah, we're making it
Yeah,
edible.
I've never used marijuana to smoke a fish before. What happens when you do that?
It just tastes bad.
So here's the
I don't
thing.
think you get high.
This is one of those things I actually can answer because I have a brother who grows legally in California.
Ooh.
And yes, you can totally smoke a fish using marijuana. And no, fortunately, most of the THC goes away when it's done. So you simply
Yeah.
get this very green flavor in the fish. And on a fish like a king mackerel, that's not a bad thing. So
Wow.
it's not going to be great, but it's going to be okay, and you're not going to get high from it.
So you wouldn't be making seaweed.
No.
Oh, we got so far in the session.
Oh no.
These are
We're just
great.
holding it. I say we throw some beer over deck next.
The best way to get inspiration from Eric, make those type of jokes.
Love puns, guys. I really do.
Coin is he's like,
Do we have to give it to Pitney? Like, I can't even get high from that, but I
You
don't
have
want
give
to.
it to Pitney. She's locked in her room. It just has to be downstairs in the cargo hold.
I think Coin. Okay.
Let's cook it. We could cook it, then not give it to Pitney.
Oh yeah, wait,
or-
couldn't Bryn like
Is
throw
there a way
fireball
to
at
cook
it, right?
this without putting it on her front door?
Didn't
On
Bryn
her
talk about how
doormat?
they like could do fire? Could they do
I
fire?
can use prestidigitation to light a small fire.
Small.
Okay.
It's described as you instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Weren't you talking about throwing fireballs earlier?
That's later when I'm a little stronger.
At the ship.
It's not that big of a fish. Listen, I'm proud of catching it, but you know, I could actually hold it.
Maybe I could like make my wand into like a blowtorch, and we can just like char pieces at a time, and use that to feed the.
So
wand.
you're looking to prepare it at the table. Is that what the plan is?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I've never done this before.
All right. So, Bryn, let's get a look. I know it's a lot of survival checks, but you guys are doing survival stuff. So, let's get a survival check from Bryn to cook the fish.
Coin
All right,
won't object. In fact, he's going to be curious enough to watch.
All right, I want it on the record that if I didn't waste 2 second-level spell slots on Vortex Warp earlier, I would still be able to enhance ability. And if I botched the cooking of this fish, it is what it is. All right,
Well, if
so
someone
for the
else has
record,
proficiency, they can help you.
I am using prestidigitation to like shoot out a small
Efficiency
jet of fire
survival,
from my
what's
wand.
that?
Eric, if I get a nat 1 on this, you can interpret that however you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
He sets a ship on fire.
Crystal.
Ooh!
Isn't
Victory!
that something?
Isn't it?
Sir, you must have seen someone use a blowtorch to cook fish at some point. You will successfully manage to cook the fish perfectly without overcooking it. You get a nice crispy skin on the outside. It is flaky and delicious.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Fresh fish straight from the ocean, less than an hour old. Yeah, absolutely. Perfectly cooked. You guys have never had better fish than this.
This is so
Bryn,
good.
You
Can we
are
make you
working
the
towards
chef of the ship?
I'm
Bryn is
working for
officially
chef.
working towards chef.
Have you done this
Yeah.
before, Bryn?
1 point on chef for Bryn.
Did you go to
Sounds good.
school for this?
I admit that when we were in when I was at university, sometimes we'd sneak out in the middle of the night to raid the kitchens, but that was mainly for like sweets and stuff. I never did much cooking on my own. Maybe I've just got a knack for it. I don't know.
Maybe you should.
You do have a knack for a lot of things. You said the magic comes to you. Maybe the cooking comes to you too.
Now and then.
Yeah, I love giving feats out as rewards for roleplay and stuff. So if you keep cooking well, we may get there. So just heads up.
I love that too as just something about D&D because it makes my character unique. Right now, anybody could go build a level 4 character that is identical to mine just by using. I mean, the only thing that's really unique is Headache, which is your homebrew spell. But besides that,
Character's authentic.
now that I'm starting
Reasons.
to get towards chef, it's like that's actually something that you can't just put on your character sheet because it's more than like the number of feats that I'm allowed to have.
Big
So
agree.
I think that's really cool.
All right. So
Fish is really cool.
you guys will all be well fed by the fish. Is anyone not eating the fish? I should check.
Coin's eating it.
You're just definitely having some.
I caught the damn thing. I'm
Chow
eating it.
down.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys will have enough for an entire 3 days of fish.
Damn.
It's all well cooked, and fish doesn't go bad very quickly once it's cooked. So
I should
Yeah.
say, we
Please
still
don't.
have Tati's 2-pound fish
Yeah.
somewhere on the
The
ship.
pretty
Like
one.
to clean that fish, Mr. Coin.
Coin will defer to Tati. Like,
So, you want to get this one ready to
Okay.
eat too?
All right, Tati, please roll your survival check to clean the fish.
I saw this happen one time.
One time ever.
That's not what I meant by get ready, but if you got your hands on, yeah, go for it.
Tati, you have destroyed half the meat on the fish, but, you know, the other half's okay. You got about
It's
a
so
pound of
slippery,
fish.
it keeps moving.
It's all right. You got a lot to work with.
It's a learning experience. It's a learning experience.
And
Oh, the scales just keep flying off.
Brand, would you like to go ahead and attempt to cook this fish?
It would be a privilege, although I might be a little overconfident from my first attempt, and no promises.
So remember the name of
yeah.
our campaign before any decision you might regret.
Yeah. All right. One survival check coming right up.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Nice.
Bryn's about to like gain the chef feat in like one session. They're just gonna like instant get it.
Speedrun.
So, as we continue to follow the Dice's story, yep, I'll take another note on my end. All right. It's not much. It's only enough to feed Tati or whoever wants to take a little bite. But yeah, you cook the fish.
whew.
Is anyone
Catcher's
going to pick in Tati's fish?
Coin will actually like kind of put a hand out to Tati and be like,
Catcher's right. Want to take the bite?
I'll take the bite. Oh, well.
Tati, I need a dexterity saving throw. Need to be a 10, please.
Okay.
great.
All right. You were able to pull the bones out of the fish as you are chewing on the fish, as you did not successfully debone the fish.
I haven't prepared fish before, but I've definitely eaten it.
Cool.
It's a lot harder to mess that part up. Not that you messed up. Well, yeah. I hope it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, you guys now have supplies to survive you guys all the way to Inland Point. You guys will continue sailing through the day, through the afternoon, all the way until sunset, unless there's something someone would like to do.
Just
So-
another sailing lesson.
Another sailing lesson today. Who's going to be giving the lesson?
Before anything, I want to say, because we're going to be up here a while, Coin was probably only in the water like, what, 5 minutes, if anything.
Yeah.
So at some point, Coin's going to pull out his bucket
Uh-huh.
and walk up to Crystal and point at it.
You fill that up with water?
The bucket?
Yeah. Like you did the thing, the up there, the nest.
You want the bucket or up there?
No, I want the bucket filled with water like you filled up there.
Got it. Okay. And she just like waves her hand.
All right.
Oh,
You have created 10 gallons of water.
Coin gives a thumbs up and then just waddles away with this bucket of water. Finds a stable part of the ship to put it in. Maybe even, well, I got to think about this. Is the ship like tipping much?
At the moment, no.
All right, he'll put it down maybe sort of like next to the staircase, somewhere secured in a corner that it won't just tip over and roll.
Sure.
And then he'll flop in it. And he's going to
Say, if you hear this thing start rolling, someone come catch it.
Want to secure it with some ropes?
Oh,
I learned
good
how
idea.
to make
Tati, he gestures at Tati.
sailing knots yesterday.
He gestures at Tati.
Tati, secure the bucket.
Tati,
Aye, aye.
secure the bucket with your survival check.
I learned how to do sailing knots yesterday. It's under and then over.
Does the rabbit go around the tree and into the cave? No.
Yeah, no. No, I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, I've got a knot, but it's not attached to anything. And I'm just like,
Coin, I need you to roll an acrobatic check, please. All right, Coin, you are now tied to your bucket.
It's not that I don't plan on being here, Tati. I just think maybe put the bucket to the ship.
Tati, what is with you and tying people up?
Here?
Is there something you want to tell us about?
Trust me, Tati, it's not supposed to be.
The knot.
It's not supposed to be.
All right, stand back. Stand back. Don't go near the knot when I'm making the knot.
I can do. First, get rid of the knot.
Oh, okay.
Sleight of hand, please.
Move the knot.
Sleight of hand, Tati. To undo the tangle thing that you just made. All right, cool. You undo it successfully.
Okay. You said
Okay.
under and over. I'm gonna go under the water, and you put the rope over the bucket.
Around and over the bucket.
Don't
Spell
call.
check, please, Tati.
Just don't cover the top. I need to get out, Tati.
All right, you successfully tie the bucket to the railing, and it is secure enough that it's not going anywhere.
There we go.
You see a little coin thumbs up come out of the water, and then go back down.
Okay.
I knew I learned that knot right, probably. I'm gonna go learn about how to adjust sails now.
Ruzi wants to have a quick chat with Bryn as well.
Okay.
Bryn, remember that cloak I looted off that captain-looking guy? I mean, I think there might be something up with it, but I'm not sure. I mean, you're the magical type, so maybe you could go take a look.
Sure. Yeah, it's.
And Ruzi kind of takes
off.
off his cloak. I can help a little bit if he wants, but I
Alright.
don't really have any sort of magical talent. I just know I have a little bit of book knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have identify or detect magic as I'm not a ritual caster. But I would like to investigate and or make an Arcana check as the DM determines is appropriate.
Absolutely. Let's go and roll an Arcana check.
All right.
Rustin has
coming in.
proficiency, so they could
Nice.
assist.
Yeah, sure. With the 21, Bryn doesn't need assistance after
Ooh,
all. He
he's
went to
got
college for this.
This
So,
is Captain Headband's cloak.
Captain Headband's cloak. This cloak is magical, and it is this would be an enchantment form of magic that appears to be beneficial in some way, but without being able to identify it and figure out exactly what it does, you could attune to it and find out what it does.
I want to attune. I don't give a crap if it's cursed.
Okay. He doesn't give a crap if it's cursed, guys.
Time to
All
get
right.
cursed. Here we go.
All right, so go
Roll
ahead
the
and
dice,
add.
it's fine.
So go ahead and add Cloak of Protection to your character sheet.
Ooh, major bag. I don't care if it's glued to my character because it's cursed. I like this.
All right. So, outstanding. Just the two magic items you guys still have not identified are Captain Headband's headband and the green hat.
Let's go.
We were
I'm wearing
given
the headband.
instructions on the hat, though.
Ruse is sitting
were-
pretty here.
We were sort of given instructions on the hat. We were told that in a time of dire need, we could speak a limerick into the hat and it might grant us a wish. But that's all we know for sure.
What's a limerick?
A limerick is a poem with 5 lines that follows a specific rhyming structure.
Does anyone read poetry?
Of course.
Bryn actually has a book of poetry as part of his Silver Quill student background.
Oh, is that
I
like one of the
should-
books you
yeah.
got from that store?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Bryn, you should let me read it sometime.
Oh, the book of poetry, you wouldn't like it. It's boring. I don't even know why I kept it.
Would it be on the same shelf as those books?
The book of poetry is in my jacket pocket and does not leave my person.
Gotcha.
Is it your poetry?
No, it's I didn't write it. No, definitely not.
I did mean the poetry, not the other books.
I know.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
It's fascinating.
I do an
Is
insight
it-
check on Bryn and his weird poetry hoarding.
Go ahead. No, not weird. You know, a whole bunch of intellectuals that keep books on themselves.
Yeah,
It's perfectly
some
normal.
intellectuals just don't like to share.
Wow. That's one interpretation.
That's why I did the inside check, because he didn't
Yep.
want to. He wouldn't show it to anybody.
Yep. So, all right. You guys have Coin takes a bath. Tachi wants to take a lesson in sailing. Who's going to teach Tachi today?
It's not a bath. It's an isolated study session.
Well,
Would you like to borrow one of Bryn's
If no-
books?
Sapphira!
Learn to match.
Sapphira,
Damn, you
does
got
your
me.
book have a bit on adjusting the sails? Like chapter 2. What's chapter 2 anyway?
well,
I
let's
don't
find.
think any books on my person or in the party. I don't think the party currently has any books on sailing. Let me put it this way.
Sapphira does.
I have
Sapphira-
5 of them.
Oh, you do? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
Aye.
because I am familiar with 15 books on the ship. One's in my pocket, and 14 of them are in the bag.
I didn't think about it, but I got a pamphlet from Ryport, and I never
Oh, yeah.
looked at it.
Is there a section on that book about dragons?
Are you asking
That's-
me?
The
You're-
pamphlet,
Yeah,
the
which
sailing
book are
or
we
the-
talking about?
I didn't get that far. You're welcome to read for yourself.
I think we should get all the books out and look at them so we can decide which ones we should keep.
Green dives over this time.
Did he say the magic word?
Did Bryn says the magic word and then jumps off the side of the ship and teleports back?
Right, so Saphira, you're going to teach Tachi about the ship.
Yes.
All right. So, survival check, please, to teach Tachi about the ship.
Alright. Oh, over or under 0 here?
Over 0.
All right.
Nice.
Tachi, you will be
Chapter
taught.
2.
Yep, chapter 2 about the ship. Rudders.
Rudders? What's a rudder? Oh, I know what a rudder is now. I read the book. Sapphira told me.
I see. Remember what I was saying earlier about how the rudder converts the angle of the wind into the angle of the direction you want to go in.
That makes perfect sense. I don't know why I was having so much trouble before now. I feel like it should have just been obvious.
Okay, it took me far longer than you to learn it. You're picking up quite quickly.
Well, I have a fantastic teacher, or 2 or 3. Thank you, Crystal, for teaching me yesterday.
Crystal nod.
Now, the rest of you, I got to teach a lesson in not drowning, but that may be a different day.
Is there a skill for not drowning?
Well,
I can swim. I mean, I can swim in a lake.
Yeah, it's having a reliable crew. I think that's how.
Now the first rule is don't stand close to the edge of the boat. But that's a bit the longest of the story that I want to tell today.
If you're
Walking
near
the
water,
plane.
you're more likely to drown.
Yep. All right. So it gets to be about sunset. Who wants to do the first watch tonight?
Coin dozes
Crystal
off.
can
I got this.
No.
Coin dozed off on his bucket, so he's probably still kind of sleeping. But you guys, if you notice, you'll get the impression he's good for a late watch. But he won't be awake when the first starts.
Right.
Crystal
so you're
sees
not
him.
awake when Saphira claims first watch.
Nope. No, sure.
Crystal's
So-
gonna see Saphira grab the wheel, and she's gonna like cross herself and cast guidance on her.
Are you casting guidance on Saphira or on yourself?
on Saphira.
Just when I go overboard, I want to be extra good at getting back.
The assumption has already been made what's going to happen.
All right. So, Saphira, is anyone going to be staying up with you?
I don't think I've taken a watch with Saphira yet. I'll do that. I'll stay up.
Bryn and Saphira are going to stay up. Saphira. As the sun sets and it gets to be slightly dark, can I please get a survival check, followed by... let's do perception first, then survival. Sorry. There you go. Perception. Thank you, Saphira. Followed by
Before I-
survival.
Before I roll that, does guidance apply to the first ability check or to any ability check I choose?
Any ability check.
But guidance also only lasts for like a minute, I think. So you've
Yeah.
got to use it shortly. It's also concentration, so you can't use it at the same time as bless or.
Well, I'll use it here. Okay, so that's
All right.
7.
Awesome. So you have a 7 perception. Or 9 perception, technically. Alright? And
Wait.
then,
Why 9?
because you have 2 people on watch, you guys get
Oh, okay.
to each other.
Awesome. Makes sense. And then
Yep.
you want to
Then-
roll survival.
Survival to drive the boat accurately. Thank you, sir.
Which is +2 because the vehicle of the water vehicle is proficiency. That's
Plus 2, buddy.
You should really have
Alright.
taken skill expert.
No,
that's
this is more fun.
This is so funny.
Only in jest do I say that.
It's like only with the ship you roll so
Right.
low.
When he wakes up to a bucket full empty of water, he will probably quickly understand what has happened.
Oh, Bryn, can I get you to roll a perception check? Please beat a 15.
No promises. I got that sweet +1. Oh no!
Oh,
Alright. So, Bryn, you are aware of everything that is happening on the water.
Okay.
You're aware of the surroundings, the noises. You're certain the ship is not being attacked by anything. There's just one thing that you're missing out of the whole situation.
All right.
And that's that the moon seems to be doing circles around the main mast.
That sounds fun.
Interesting.
Yes. Because Saphira is driving the ship in circles.
But she can really feel the
Huh.
wind.
Yes, just like that, Saphira. So, for 4 hours, you guys will gain no progress towards Inland Point.
Go round and round.
All right.
No one
you're gonna
knows.
get seasick and vertigo.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
At about midnight, you guys, as around midnight, you guys realize it's time for someone else to take over the watch. Who would you like to wake up? And how?
I don't know. Who are the other dedicated sailors? I think Allie and Crystal are the other two sort of trained or semi-trained ship drivers.
Yep.
I think Allie would be a good person to wake up next. So I'll wake up Allie, and then how about Ruzid to keep watch with them?
All right. Ellie gets up and yawns. Ah. Yep. I'll take watch. I'll drive the ship. Yep. Thank you. Why are we headed north?
Is it Saphira again?
Oh, get us back on track.
Elliot!
And taps on the bucket. Knock, knock. Boy, you in there?
His eyes do like a very slow frog opening.
Yep.
What?
His head pops up.
Need to borrow the navigation equipment.
You hooked me up right there. Okay.
He stands
Here
up.
was driving the ship.
He stands. Ow. Ow. And then he looks upwards at the moon. Ow. He stands up so his bag's not in the water. Reaches
Yep.
in for his navigation stuff. And pulls it out. Hands it to Allier.
She will take it for about 5 minutes, get bearings and everything, get the ship turned in the right direction, and will return them to you.
You know,
Coin's
Elliot,
gonna look around and see that Ruzid and Allier are up. He's like,
Why am I awake?
I don't know, Elliot.
Am
Decided
I-
to wake you up.
Borrow the navigation equipment.
Am I on the watch?
No, go back to sleep.
he looks up. Is the moon like very visible tonight?
Yep, straight up.
Damn. Coin.
You tell me to go to sleep with this view? Ruzid, how do you feel about switching? Switching watches.
I'm sure, I guess, if you want to be awake so badly.
I've got the ship going in the right direction. I can lash the wheel down so that you guys don't have to do much. If you guys want to just go ahead and take watch of the two of you.
No offense, Ruzid. I would really prefer Allier if you were up to turn that wheel. I know where it needs to turn. I just don't know if I can reach it.
Don't worry, you can stand on my shoulders.
He looks at Ruzid.
You got shoulder pads, buddy?
Actually, I do.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Points to the art.
Coin thinks for a moment. The imagery of two children in a coat trying to
Yep.
drive a ship, and he's going to think,
I don't like our balancing odds. Allier, you're already up. Why don't you just do the ship? The ship.
Not a problem.
Ruzid, I don't care if you stay up. It's up to you.
he says as he starts walking over to the pole.
I'm already awake. I'll just keep an eye on things.
All right.
Coin
So,
starts
I need a
climbing up.
perception check from Coin as he goes up to the crow's nest. Awesome. Cool. Coin, you're going to get a full view of everything in the general surroundings.
Coin will add this to the general sketches that he has down. Not a dedicated piece or anything, just him scribbling and a slightly new view of the moon for him.
Cool. I need a perception check from Ruzid.
Okay. I have proficiency in perception these days now. Doesn't help.
All right, Saphira.
It's like I say, famous last words.
We
So-
both rolled a 6.
Yeah. So as you guys continue sailing through the night, it's dark. The stars are out. You can see the galaxy's arm up there. The Milky mirror of stars is gorgeous out here. There's no light pollution. It's a wonderful night. A little cold. There's some water in the base of the crow's nest that still hasn't, leaked away, so your feet are comfortable up there, Mr. Coin.
Nice. Comfy, cozy, even.
Yes. So, you guys get to be about 4 o'clock in the morning. Who's going to pick up from here? Allier's good for driving the ship. Do you guys want to wake somebody up to relieve you guys?
We have, so aside from Coin, his little escapade in the waters, we've mostly just been on the ship. I don't think he's had too much outlet for his energy. Plus, he had that big fish. I feel like he's probably good to stay up a while.
All right. Cool. Very well.
So
Coin, are you going to go to sleep?
Coin pokes his head over to see what Ruse is doing.
Ruse is just kind of leaning over the, well, not really leaning. He can't really do that, but he's, climbed up on the side of the balcony, kind of looking over, just looking at the water.
Coin's gonna yell out to Ruse, and he's like,
I think I'm gonna take the second shift too. So, yeah, if you ever need to turn in, just go for
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna go back to bed then.
All right.
You seem to have things covered anyways.
Coin gives a little, like, sailor salute, just handed the head and off.
Back to bed.
All right. So as you guys have the third watch up, dawn will rise. It's a beautiful morning. The clouds have blown away. There's a little bit of a breeze that keeps the ship going southeast. You're about a day and a half away from Inland Point. And it's that point, Coin, that looking out the front of the ship, you see a shape off to the right-hand side. No sails. There's something bobbing on the waves. It looks like a ship, but no sails whatsoever.
This catches Coin's attention, and he thinks for a moment whether getting to the front of the ship will assist in his view, being more towards eye level. Or if he...
Being up in the crow's nest is probably better.
All right. Coin will look down for a moment, then look back up, start, peering his eyes, trying to look around what's around it to see, is it just a rock near other rocks, or is that just a single thing?
A perception check from where you're up there.
And to just interrupt, I'm going to assume we all got a long rest.
Yes. Go ahead and hit the long rest button, please, everybody.
Cheers.
Get your spell slots back, get all your features back. Yep.
Get my
I'm
hit
willing
points
to
back.
burn a lucky on this.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'll take it.
Cool. So as you look at the object, it's about the same length as your ship. It's a little wider, but it's just drifting. There is a protrusion sticking out the top of it that seems to be spinning in place, like a large arm swinging around the top of this object.
Can he get the impression of if this is a toppled over ship, like upside down, or is it just...
It's flat on top except for this one thing sticking up that's just spinning around the middle.
He's going to turn back to Allier and say,
Allier, do you see the that?
So with advantage... Yep, I see it. Looks like a barge.
A barge. That's what I was thinking. It looked like a barge. Now I can't think of the word. What's the word to describe a barge, Allier?
A barge.
Flat bottom boat.
Yeah. That's what a flat bottom. That's the term.
and he looks back at it.
Think someone's stranded?
I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? And we're going to take you guys over there.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
It's a trap.
As we get closer, Corin's gonna say,
I don't see anybody on that.
I don't either. Might want to get everybody else up.
You might want to turn the ship away from it too.
he says as he starts climbing down the crow's nest.
This thing is drifting slowly. It is unpowered, and the ship, you guys could pull up alongside it, but it is currently just drifting.
Coin will open. Well, anyone that's on deck, he'll kind of make
That's
some
everybody.
noise to get him up. Oh, okay. Then yeah, he'll walk around and be like,
Look alive, everybody. I might be close to something. Trouble.
And
Novelty. Something.
a new friend.
Well, Crystal's not on the boat.
Oh my God, we lost Crystal.
Hello.
Did the ghost get her?
There we go.
Crystal's old token on here. Alright, Crystal should be on the boat. I'll get the new
Okay.
token real quick.
Coin walks up to the front. He does not notice anything. Does he notice disruption on the water? Waves as if something's moved recently or below?
No, it's literally bobbing unattached to anything. You can, from where you're standing, you can see that the ropes that would normally attach the barge to something are not attached to anything.
Should we go
Coins?
take a look?
Coin's actually
Barge.
first. He's gonna drop his bag on the front of the ship, assuming it's not tipping in a way that he would worry about
Sure.
putting it out.
Yeah.
Then he's going to do sort of a Spider-Man crawl on the front of the ship downwards to poke his head underwater
Okay.
to look below this and see damage on the ship, something under
Sure.
it, anything at all.
The barge is sitting deep in the water as if it's heavy laden. It's not sloshing very well with the waves. The waves will occasionally crash over it because it's completely adrift. There's no guidance going on here at all. There's no
Coin's
anchor.
gonna
There's no. I mean, there's a couple fish swimming around it, but that's not any threatening fish or anything.
Coin will resurface after a moment, climb back up, pop back on, and he's gonna say,
Well, it's either abandoned ship or honeypot. Those are my
Or
guesses.
he says, grabbing his bag to put back on.
An abandoned ship that is a honeypot.
Let's go see.
Well,
I'm on board to
it's
check
not
it
really
out.
abandoned if it's being used for something, is it?
Should we take the little boat?
We could take the little boat.
Hold on, we don't even know what kind of boat it is.
What does
Doesn't
this
it look like a
contraption on the
boat?
middle look like? Does it seem to be a hook? Does it seem to be an anchor?
Where you guys are looking, this thing is a crane.
Crane.
Are we like close enough to shore to see the shoreline?
Who was driving last? Allier?
Ali.
Yeah, you guys are probably about 2 miles away.
Rude.
Yeah.
Well, if we're so close to shore, then it kind of makes sense that there might be a barge out here. I mean, maybe they were trying to build some sort of thing kind of close to the shore, right?
Maybe
Oh.
we should like drag it back to shore. What's like a word for bringing? Like if it's at the toe of our ship, like we should put it toe. We should like there should be a word for this. We should like drag it back to shore.
Let's go see what's on it first.
I
Yeah,
say
let's-
assuming the word toe doesn't exist in medieval terminology.
It absolutely does.
So let's
Okay.
Allie, can you hold the fort for a while? I'd like to go get in the rowboat and check out this ghost ship. Anybody else coming along?
What's your plan?
He
Yeah,
says,
we-
turning around.
Yeah,
Let's take the rowboat over and check it out.
yeah.
How
You're
far are we?
saying,
You say 2 miles?
You're saying we've already got a ghost on this ship, and you want to go bring another ghost on?
I guess the more ghosts, the merrier.
They might be nice.
What if the
Friendly
two
ghosts.
ghosts like help us out together?
They weren't nice to the last owners of that boat, apparently.
We don't know.
Oh.
Let's find out.
I'm gonna
Well,
climb
I
down
don't
into
see
the
him,
rowboat.
so
Oops,
Alright.
it looks like I'm. Oh, I can move it.
That. There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, you
I'm
want me
not
on
letting
top
him
of
go
the boat,
alone.
on top of you.
you know,
Yes.
for all we know, they could just be sleeping on the boat. Like, do we really want to start something?
I'm gonna look in my bag for a ranged weapon. Nope, don't have any.
Only had a spear.
That's not true. I do have something. I just don't want them.
I've been
Go for it.
carrying around this big honking longbow since Ruza dumped it on me. If anybody wants it.
I don't see why we need to even check out this ship.
Why not?
Aren't you curious? What if
It's not our
full
ship,
of coins?
not our problem.
What if it's got like the whole bottom of it is just a bed of gold coins?
That's someone else's gold coins. I don't know anything about the person on that ship. I could like them.
They could be abandoned.
A bed of
They
gold
could be
coins
a
sounds
million
like
things, Tati.
a bed of
Let's
gold
go
coins
find
either
out.
sounds like an illusion, which would be a trap, or a dragon's lair, which would be death.
We could see a dragon.
Yeah,
Don't
this
you want to
could-
see a dragon, Ruzid?
Well, depends on the term.
Aye, they say that every dragon has a treasure.
I mean, if he's did it, maybe.
So, as you guys are having this discussion, 3 of your crew have already gotten down into the rowboat, including the centaur.
Coin has his hands crossed, and he's like,
I really don't. This is not my business. It's just we're going to end the point. We're gonna get paid. Why do we need to be getting chump change off of a random boat?
I agree. I just don't want Bryn going there alone if he's dead set on going. But if
Coin will start walking over, poke his head. And he's like,
All right, when you start getting ambushed, me and Allier will just ram this boat right into you, I guess. You can climb back on.
That sounds fun.
I don't recommend ramming just because.
You don't
I don't
recommend
get
it.
an
You
option
do
in
it.
this.
You do it like all the time.
Yeah, but it works when she does it.
That's why I don't recommend.
Just jump out of the way. It'll be fine.
Experience.
I mean, it worked in Rhyme.
Plus, the one time I tried it on purpose, missed anyway. So
Okay, I'll get on the thing, you
When
guys.
you guys swim back, I'm not throwing a rope over.
he says, and then he walks away.
Fine, go back to your bucket.
Already was.
If we move the boat, no, it does not move.
If you, yeah.
Okay, that's
Here we
fine.
go.
Oh, and we all fall in the water.
Yeah, if you give me control, I will move everybody together.
It's
So-
like in the cartoons where like you walk off a cliff and you float there for a little bit and then you just fall.
All right, there you guys
Nice.
go.
Yeah, I vortex warp the boat from under us, and we all just crash.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way over to this thing. It is adrift. It is not stable.
Music kind of steps on and starts investigating the scene, looking around to see if there's any indication of what happened here.
All right, I'll be right here. If anybody's in trouble, or if the boat starts sinking, just give me a shout, and I'll get you back on the rowboat in no time at all.
hang on a minute. This whole operation was your idea.
They're searching for any signs, anything interesting on the surface, like maybe there's like some papers scattered around, or like
There are no papers.
some items on the ground, or anything
There are
interesting.
no papers. The deck has been completely washed clean by crashing waves. A wave is about to come over and wash onto the deck right now. It's not going to hurt you guys, but your ankles are going to get wet. Roll an investigation check, Ruzid, as you are checking out the ship.
Yeah, I rolled the
Cool.
investigation.
Awesome. So your investigation, the tow ropes up here, they are frayed as if they have snapped during a storm.
Seems like this is this is adrift because something, that whatever they were towing with the rope snapped, and he points to the broken ropes.
Crystal opens the hatch. Can she look down inside?
Okay, as you look down inside, it is dark down there. Very dark. All you can see is the rungs of a ladder.
You see anything?
Ugh. This darkness thing. Okay, who can see in the dark?
Ruzi kind of peeks down and has with his eyes.
Alright.
He's looking.
He can peek down with his eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How to specify.
Yeah, I had to specify that. I was gonna say something about like how his eyes have like a little bit of a glowy
Sure.
hue on them, but I kind of slipped.
So as you look down there through that hatch, you can see that there is a ladder and a little bit of a hallway with 2 doors.
I guess we could go down and check it out. Ruzi starts
go with
climbing
ya.
down.
Ruzi
You'll have to
starts
lift me
coming
down
up.
there.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it for tonight. And next week, we will explore the derelict barge and figure out what is going on with this thing. So, I hope you guys had fun tonight. You guys did very, very well. You guys caught some fish. You finished up with the drug lab. You rescued Bryn. You dealt with the crabs without having to fight them, which was huge. Good job there.
Oh, were we supposed to
you
fight
guys-
the crabs?
You guys are a day and a half away from Inland Point, assuming Saphira does not delay you even further.
We'll see.
It's not,
I identified a
It's not my fault.
cloak of
I was trying-
protection.
I was trying to navigate by the sun, but the sun had set and the moon was of no help.
Ah, good job.
Ah,
and
great,
the, and
great
the, and
example.
it's too dark to see the land.
If not-
Yeah, can we take a moment to appreciate the cloak of protection a little bit more?
Yeah.
Like, that's a good item. Plus
My
1 to
favorite
AC
item in the game, the cloak of
and
protection.
saving throws. That's a good item.
Very
Yeah,
cool
my
item.
AC's sitting pretty at 21 now.
So, it's at this point, guys. You guys are awesome. I love running these games for you. I just don't have time to get through the barge before the end of the session. So, it's much nicer to leave it on a cliffhanger at this point and have an interesting team to come back to next week. But yeah, very likely you guys are going to hit Inland Point next week. I'm very excited for that.
Nice.
It's been a long trip, and you guys have earned it. And very
Inland
excited.
Checkpoint.
Hell yeah.
And
yeah.
the checkpoint.
It'll be a checkpoint. Yeah.
Also, what did we decide the safe word was? I've already
Baba
forgotten.
Booey.
Baba
Baba
Booey.
Booey. Thank you.
Baba
Okay.
Booey. It is sketched into the wheel of the ship in case we forget.
Baba Booey.
Awesome. Okay. So Baba Booey is the safe word there.
I love that Crystal is absolutely the person that writes down her password and sticks it to the front of her mouth.
Power move. Power move.
Indeed.
I'm excited
Yeah,
to
guys.
explore.
Good.
I was excited to explore some more dragon magic in the future soon enough. A few more levels.
I like to
excited.
imagine we're all asleep and some fish man like climbs onto the ship and he's like starts trying to play the wheel and then he reads Baba Booey and then Bryn in his sleep just snaps his fingers, falls overboard.
Oh man,
Glad it's
that
written
would
down.
have to happen. That's
Just not even fully awake. Just wake up. Boom. Wait, who was that?